Okay, and we are live here on YouTube. Sorry about the wait, guys. I know I kept you guys waiting just a little bit, but we're here and we're ready to go racing. Drivers aren't even in their cars yet, so looks like possibly it was supposed to be I don't know if it was supposed to be a 3:30 start time. I checked the schedule beforehand, and I thought it said 3 o'clock. So we might have. Let's see. Yeah, Kansas Lottery 303 p.m. Not sure why they've got a full pre-race show, but hey, you know what? I'm not gonna complain. I love pre-race, so we're here. We're ready to talk some racing here. Let's just check, make sure the audio levels are good. Are the audio levels good? Okay, yeah, they're all right. We got the leaderboard showing up. All right, we're all good. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. We're ready to go racing. Of course, it's the final race of the regular season in the Xfinity series. So let's see. All right, so hey Derek, how's it going? Let's go, Clearman. Yeah, I'm hoping he's the guy I got picked here. Hey Eric, how's it going? Yeah, this is the last race. Bristol was the cutoff race a year or two ago. I remember I got to be at the Bristol cutoff race in 2021, I think it was. The year that you had Allmendinger and Hujmadi, you had who was it? It was Allmendinger and Cindric sliding across the start finish line together for the win in one of the most action-packed 2-lap restarts ever. The footage from the stands is actually is up on my YouTube channel. I'm sure a lot of you guys have probably seen it. Might even be what first introduced you guys to my channel, but yeah. So yeah, today is the final race of the Xfinity Series regular season. Brandon Jones, he's won this race before. He's gonna try and double it or win it again here. First win for Junior Motorsports, and it would get him to the playoffs. So, all right, we got 15 minutes till the commands. We got 15 minutes. Hopefully, you guys are excited. I know I am. You know what? Real quick, we're gonna do a pre-race poll here. All right, here we go. Let's. Well, it was like a good pre-race poll. Clearman got 2 G's or 1 G. I can never remember. Kligerman has 1 G. Kligerman. So Parker Kligerman. Brandon Jones. Other. Alright, so there we go. There's the poll. Who makes the Xfinity Series playoffs? Let me know your guys' thoughts. We got Herbst, Kligerman, Brandon Jones. Put Brandon Jones up there because I think he's the most likely new winner that we may see today. Brett Moffitt could be another one. Just kind of looking at the top 10 starters. But, yeah, so go ahead. Let me know who you guys think's got this one. Alright, let's see. Wow, we already got 14 people in here. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in. Of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new so you guys don't miss any future videos or live streams. I unfortunately will not be here tomorrow for the Cup race. I am going to be away, so I won't be able to stream that. But I will be putting up a poll after the stream today for potential evening content and or, well, I know I'm going to be doing something on Monday for you guys. I mentioned it last night. I'll be streaming the Bills-Jets game, so you guys have some kind of sports content from me throughout the remainder of the weekend. But let me just go ahead and put this over in on Twitter too, because I should probably use Twitter more, but I hate Twitter. Alright, welcome everybody to the live stream. Hopefully you guys are excited. Wow, we got a lot of people thinking Herp's gonna get this one. You guys really don't think, a lot of people don't seem to have a lot of confidence in Kligerman. Wow, I'm kind of surprised. I'm rooting for Kligerman full on. I'll fully admit that one. My bias is definitely on Kligerman here. I like him. He's one of my favorites. NASCAR playoffs. Kansas Lottery 300. Alright, there we go. Got the post up. Command to start the engines is in about 10 minutes. So we got about 10 more minutes of pre-race. I'm just posting up the pre-race question over on Twitter and sharing the stream. So I'll be back over here in just a minute. There we go. Alright, there we go. Got that up and we are ready to go. So I don't know if they've done the national anthem yet or not. We've got because we got a lot of pre-race here, which I was not expecting because was totally ready for. I was totally ready to be potentially them pacing when I hopped in because I knew I was running a little bit behind schedule, getting everything hooked up for today's live stream. But yeah, no, the pit road is still crowded. It looks like I'm not even sure they have done the. They don't have the timer on the screen to let us know how long to the command, but with how crowded that pit road is, I'm not even sure they've done the national anthem yet. But yeah. All right. Oh, yep. Rising as we're able. So, yeah. So they're just now doing national anthem along with all the other stuff, pre-race invocation, all that is just now happening. But command to start the end, it shouldn't be long afterwards. So, yeah, we're getting ready though. It's shaping up to be a very good finish to the end here. Again, we're looking at the points in the playoffs here. Riley Herbst holds a 1-point lead over Parker Kligerman for the final playoff spot in the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs. And Riley Herbst is starting 8th over Kligerman, who I believe is starting 15th. Let me double check that because he may have qualified worse than I remember. Parker Kligerman starting 15th. Okay, yep. Parker Kligerman will be in the 15th position here. Alright, here we go. So they're doing the national anthem, and yeah, we got ourselves the thing. So my personal pick, since I'm not able to vote because I made the poll, my personal pick is I do think Parker Kligerman. Yeah, I just see Riley Herbst as a little bit too much of a wild card. He has been over the course of his career. Now, again, this might be some bias here. I'll fully admit that. Weather looks clear. It's looked clear all weekend, which is really nice. I don't actually have a weather app up for it, but yeah, the sky has looked clear from all the panoramics they've shown. Should be very easy to at least get to halfway, which is really all we need to do. But yeah, I mean, I see a couple of clouds, but nothing that looks threatening, and that's coming from a guy who knows what bad weather looks like. We're about to get hit by some tomorrow. But yeah, growing up in Florida, I've seen some bad weather, and yeah, so that's pretty good racing weather. Hopefully not too hot, obviously, because if it gets way too hot, it could end up being very slick track out there. Although slick track's actually pretty fun to watch. I think Brandon Jones could be a surprise winner here, which would be the big kind of the 10,000-pound gorilla in the room, because while Riley Herbst is going to be battling and trying to defend for points here, yeah, honestly, yeah, Kansas in the Xfinity Series is almost always a pretty good show, especially the fall race. Yeah, Xfinity. What was it? Was that 2018 when when this race was in the round of 8 for the Xfinity Series, and 4 of the 8 guys had significant damage and/or were out of the race on lap 1? What year was that Kansas race? Was that 2018? Let's see. Kansas Xfinity 2018 playoff. Let's see. Just gonna go to the race results. Kansas Lottery 300 for that year. Okay, how do I get to specifically that race's page? So John Hunter Nemechek won the 2018 running. Was that the year? Huh. Let's try the racing or motorsport.com. There we go. Let's see. So Annette, Cindric, Allgaier, Bell, Brandon Jones, yep, all out of the race within like the first 5 laps. Yeah, that was the race. A 2018 playoff race at Kansas was nutty. And But yeah, Kansas has a cut race. It's okay. I was kind of expecting more out of the truck race last night, which was a little disappointing up until about 2 laps to go. The final 2 laps of that race was insane. I mean, I'm not even sure where Matt Vedetto came from. 8th to what, 2nd in 2 laps? But yeah, that was insane. Trying to remember who it was that came up third there. I know I was rooting for whoever came up third, but I just don't remember who it was. Oh yeah, it was Sanchez. He was my pre-race pick. That's who it was. Speaking of pre-race pick, I'm going to make my pre-race pick. I think Justin Allgaier wins it from the pole position. A little bit on the boring side. I think everything behind him will be anything but boring. So, yeah. But I think Parker Clearman will have the ability to try and strategy his way into maybe a couple of points early on in maybe stage 1 or 2, try and build up a little bit of a gap and or avoid the catastrophic mistake that Riley tends to cause. Because Riley Herbst tends to cause catastrophic mistakes as opposed to having to worry about avoiding them. He's usually the cause of them. Yeah, we'll see which driver can follow the yellow brick road to victory, though, today. It's going to be fun. But yeah, Brandon Jones winning the kind of shootout with the big 3 in Xfinity back in 2019 for his first career win. That was a pretty good one. Gonna pull up my my picks for today's race just so I can kind of keep track of them. All right, so let's see. So I've got Herbst finishing outside the top 10. I've got Barry finishing 5th or better. Allgaier in the top 3. Hemrick 10th or better. And Austin Hill in the side of the top 5. Honestly, not bad picks there. But yeah, so we're ready to go racing here. We're just kind of waiting for the all the drivers are climbing the cars now. We're just waiting for the command. So John Hunter Nemechek confirmed this week that he's going to be in the Cup Series driving the number 42. It was pretty well rumored. I think not necessarily worst kept secret ever, but certainly I think nobody was surprised by that move. Unlike what colleague team president said about their Cup car and saying that the 31 plans, they're solidified, but that we're going to be surprised by it. And here we go. Here comes the command to start the engines. Let's go. All right, starting up the engines. Oh yeah, I want to quickly just take a quick peek at how some of the big noon college football games went. So let's see, college football. So Penn State destroys Delaware 63-7. Oof. Notre Dame and North Carolina State are actually pretty close right now, 10-7. They're closing in on halfway there. Utah and Baylor are locked at 13 in the late in the fourth quarter. Oh, that game's a lot closer than I thought it would be. Kansas State ends up blowing out Troy 42-13. The Colorado Buffaloes absolutely taking it to Nebraska. Bummed I wasn't able to put picks in for this game because not available in my state. But 36-7, Colorado versus Nebraska for the Buffaloes. They got about 3 minutes left in that game. Ohio State sealed up their win against Youngstown State, 35-7. Georgia blows out Ball State, 45-3. Clemson and Charleston are still in the second quarter. 21-7 is currently the score over there. And I believe that's all the college football games that have started so far for today. So that's just a quick college football update. And Oh yeah, hey, wait a minute, is that another Gator fan in here? Yeah. All right, so yeah, the Gators and LSU are playing tonight. I'm definitely gonna be flipping back and forth between those two games. Got a coworker that's a big LSU fan and always like being able to talk about it. So yeah, he's playing LSU against Grambling State, and who are the Gators playing again? I keep forgetting who they're playing. 7:30 tonight. Where are the Gators? Are the Gators not listed? I'm gonna say Gators are playing tonight, right? Or did I just completely miss that the Gators weren't playing? Mississippi Tulane, UN, University of Las Vegas, Michigan, Texas A&M Miami, Tulsa versus Washington, Tennessee and Austin, App State and UNC. I'm not even sure how to pronounce that one. And Duke, SMU and Oklahoma, Oregon, Texas Tech. Oh, Texas versus Alabama. That should be a decent game. But I'm not seeing the Gators. Where are the Gators? Okay, I gotta figure out where my Gators are. All right, Gators football. Okay, yeah, we're playing 7:30 tonight. We go up against McNeese State, the McNeese State Cowboys. Okay. Yeah, NFL Sunday starting off their season as well. That should be a pretty good start to the season. Obviously, I get disappointed by my Colts tomorrow because as a Colts fan, not exactly happy with our owner because he has somehow managed to completely disregard the fact that we need a running back, and yeah, he has done nothing to help our running back situation by alienating Jonathan Taylor. Just hope that Jonathan Taylor will return for the remainder of this year at least. But obviously, he's out for at least the first 4 weeks because Irsay put him on the pup list, and yeah, fun. But yeah, we go up against the Jaguars tomorrow. Kansas City lost to the Lions on Thursday to open up the NFL season. And because I won't be able to do the Cup race tomorrow, as I mentioned, I'll be doing the live play-by-play of the Bills versus Jets game for you guys on Monday night to make up for it. Because I do feel like I owe you guys. Hey, you know what? I like Jags fans, and honestly, the Jaguars. If we have to lose to somebody, I don't mind it. But yeah, I'm going to be commentating throughout the whole Xfinity race. They're currently pacing, kind of doing their pass through on pit road, checking speeds and everything right now. But yeah, I'll be here live for the entire Xfinity race. I did the whole truck race last night. Unfortunately, again, I won't be here for the Cup race tomorrow. I've done most every other Cup race this year, but something popped up. But yeah, I say the Jaguars are a really impressive team right now. I mean, Trevor Lawrence, you guys got Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley was one of my favorite receivers over at the Falcons prior to his suspension. So I always liked Calvin Ridley. So hoping to. All right, we got a Bills fan. How's it going, Race Center? I'll be doing play-by-play of your guys' game against the Jets. I will say I might have to root for the Jets, but yeah, she's probably winning another Super Bowl. Yeah, that's the high likelihood here. All right, they're doing the run through the starting grid, so I guess we'll do the same. All guys are starting on the pole position. He's my pick to win the race. Let me know who you guys have as your picks to win the race. Would love to hear them. But we got Sammy Smith starting second. Third is Cole Custer. Fourth, Brandon Jones. Fifth, Hemrick. Starting sixth place is Josh Berry driving that number 8 car. He'll be driving the number 4 in the Cup Series next year. So we have another guy who's going up to Cup next year. John Hunter Nemechek starts in number 7 in the 7th spot, driving the number 20 car for Joe Gibbs Racing. Riley Herbst, he needs to hold on to 1 point to make the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs. He rolls off from the 8th position. Austin Hill rolling off from the number 9 position, driving that number 21 Chevrolet, which he will be piloting for at least another year or two in the Xfinity Series. And then Brett Moffitt rolling off in that number 25 AM Racing Ford, rolling in 10th here. But yeah, the Chiefs, they have a super team. So as long as Kelsey isn't hurt for the entire season, it definitely looks like that could be a good game there. Okay. The 20 car is already locked into the playoffs. He's won 5 races. I think he might be. Is he locked for the regular season championship? Maybe that's what you're talking about. Okay. So Austin, was that a 5-year extension though, just with Rick Ware, or was that, or not Rick Ware? Was that a 5-year extension with Richard Childress, or was that a 5-year extension specifically for Xfinity? Because if he signed a 5-year extension with Richard Childress could then move him up to Cup if either they get a 3rd charter and or if, say, Kyle retires earlier than expected. Just kind of one thing I thought about with Austin Hill potentially moving up, and the idea, because he looks very ready. Do you think Hocevar is ready to move up to the Cup Series? This is a tough one, because realistically, I think Hocevar would do. Yeah, so he could still move up to Cup with Richard Childress if they do end up finding their way into a 3rd charter. If, say, one of the Rick Ware charters becomes available due to the rule of you got to avoid being bottom 3 years in a row. I think one of the Rick Ware charters is at risk of losing there, but yeah. So do I think Hocevar is ready for Cup Series? I don't think he'd be a complete fish out of water in Cup. I think he would massively benefit from one more year in the NASCAR. I think he'd benefit from 1 year in Xfinity, just to kind of, again, make some of those mistakes as he moves up the ladder. But I think he could go up to the Cup race. And yeah, I saw Sheldon Creed's in the Cup race too, driving that number 78 Chevy. I didn't realize that until I was making my video talking about the NASCAR Cup Series race from the NASCAR fantasy game perspective. I do a series on that. So I'm going to go ahead and end the pre-race poll here as the lights go off on the pace car, and we are ready to go racing here. So it looks like we have Riley Herbst as the favorite to make the playoffs. Somebody voted for other there last minute, so someone other than, so we think a new winner potentially there. But pace car is off. Justin Allgaier, the field is in his hands. Going into the restart zone, and green flag's out. Green. Justin Allgaier leads them to the green flag. Sammy Smith on that inside. He's going to try and fight it. We saw last night the Truck Series race, that inside line, able to actually take the lead there. And someone's smoking early. Who dat? That's the number 78 of Alfredo. No, come on. Why are we smoking already for one of the drivers there? But yeah. Oh man, Anthony Alfredo, and we've got a yellow before anything's even really happened. We didn't even really get racing there. And no one really wrecked. And I say there was a slide, but I saw smoke, but wait, what? Okay, what happened? Okay, so the 38 ended up turned sideways. Not sure what caused it. Okay, so the 78 got into the 38. Okay, so that's what happened. The 78 and the 38 made contact, and the 38 went almost all the way around, which is what brought out the caution flag. From the replay angle, it's hard to tell who was at fault there. I'm inclined to look towards the 38 and say that who's even in the 38 today? Because Joe Graff Jr. is normally in it, but he's driving the number 19. So Nick Leitz, yeah, possibly inexperienced there. I don't recognize the name, so it's a good chance it could have just been inexperience there on the part of Nick there. But yeah, we got a pretty early caution flag here, and have very little change there outside of Moffitt and Hill switching spots inside the top 10. Chandler Smith up to 11th. Ryan Sieg up to 12th here as we get ready for the as we're going to be getting ready for the restart. I'm expecting not much is going to happen here, although we do have an opportunity now if drivers want to do the choose cone, because you didn't have the option for the choose cone. You didn't have an option for the choose cone prior to the start of the race. You were forced into inside outside lane. You know, aside from the leader got to choose his lane, everybody else was forced into their starting spot. So now you can go inside outside. Could be a good one here. All right. So, yeah, about halfway through the stage, we'll put up the poll for who we think is going to win the stage. We do this every, or we try and do this every race. Sometimes I forget, but yeah, we go ahead and we put in the poll for who we think is going to win it one. Yeah, a lap one caution. The 38 and the 78 ended up making contact. Alfredo didn't look like he got a ton of damage, but I think it was Alfredo's radio we heard was complaining about asking if the 38 even had a spotter out there, so I'm assuming it was an issue from the 38, or that the 38 just cleared himself in front of the 78, and that's what brought out the caution. Where are y'all from? I'm from Maine. I don't know where everybody else in here is from, but yeah, I'm all the way up in the state of Maine. Although I'm going to be moving here in the in a few months or so, hopefully. But yeah. Oh, and we're back from commercial break. That was actually pretty short for a commercial break in the NASCAR Xfinity series, but yeah. Yeah, it was just a couple of the guys at the back that nobody really pays attention to, or to use a Denny Hamlin quote, the meaningless guys at the back crashing. Man, Denny Hamlin, he creates a bunch of cool quotes, even if they do ultimately get used against him more than anything else. All right. So yeah, again, I'm not expecting anybody to come in for tires here, but the choose cone could be big here. I think if I'm Cole Custer, you gotta pick right behind Justin Allgaier, because if you don't, Brandon Jones will, and then Hemrick. If Brandon Jones does get lined up with Allgaier, you gotta try and split up. You gotta try and split up the junior motorsports cars, because if those junior motorsports cars get linked up, it could be really tough to pass them. So that would be my biggest concern looking at this choose cone, would be from the drivers. Again, Cole Custer and Daniel Hemrick. You gotta avoid these guys getting bunched up. So there we go. Custer takes top. And there we go. They did it. They managed to keep the junior motorsports guys separated. Allgaier ended up on the outside, Jones on the inside, and Josh Berry ended up back up on the outside. So you do have two on the outside. Got Cole Custer in the middle there, though. So actually, you did a pretty good job there for splitting up the field. Almost pretty much perfect, honestly. So, yeah, I was curious if those junior motorsports cars were going to try and bunch up. But, yeah, Sam Mayer running into the back of Parker Clearman last week, and is really the only reason there's even a question mark that as to who makes the playoffs here, because without that spin, Kligerman probably is well above the cut line and can just kind of manage this race. But now, he and Herbst are in a dead heat, and Herbst has the edge. So, yeah, I mean, it was just a really rough day for him. All right, they're bunched up. Pace car dives for cover. Pace car's trying to run away from the field. The field's looking dangerous here. Justin Allgaier jumps out from the top line here. He's going to try and lead them. Let's see if this top line has the momentum to make this work. He held it on the first lap. There we go. Justin Allgaier with a big lead. He can possibly start to move down the track. So, yeah, Justin Allgaier, he's got the lead. He's got the momentum. He can now start blocking either lane, wherever the speed is coming from. Josh Berry up on the top side trying to make something work, but looks like he might be trying to find his teammate there in Brandon Jones. Might be trying to get those two linked up for a potential passing clinic here at the front. So, here we go. Hey, Patrick, how's it going? So, yeah, that battle for the lead right now. Kligerman is getting up there, and he's about to battle with, I thought Kligerman had made his way all the way up, but no, actually, Riley Herbst has fallen back. And now Riley Herbst is getting passed by Parker Kligerman. Here we go. Door to door for the final playoff spot. Kligerman versus Herbst. 1 point separates them. 1 point makes the difference between Parker Kligerman winning or getting his way into the playoffs here and Riley Herbst taking the SHR car into the playoffs. So that's going to be a fun story all day long. And I expect to see a similar view to this all day long, where we got the split screens showing the battle to lead versus the battle for the playoff spot. And there we go. Parker Kligerman makes the 3-wide move there. Sam Mayer up the middle. And, oh, wow. Riley Herbst makes some momentum around the top side of 3-wide there and actually manages to clear Parker Kligerman after they both clear Sam Mayer here. And now there's a bit of momentum coming from behind Kligerman. We'll have to wait and see if he can use some of that momentum to try and make a run at Herbst. But battle for the third position starting to heat up. Oh, and that's Chandler Smith there looking a little out of shape. So Chandler Smith having a little bit of trouble there, it looks like, because he's drifting back a little bit further too. So Riley Herbst is up to 12th place now. So the Riley Herbst is in 12th. Kligerman, I believe, is either 13th or 14th, trying to make it past. Oh, now Kligerman's getting absolutely beaten from both sides here. He's got Sam Mayer just went by on the bottom side while he was trying to fight with Chandler Smith on the top side. So definitely a chaotic start to this race. All right, here we go. So Parker Kligerman, he needs this, but right now he's just not able to find room to get by a lot of these, and the Chevy guys are not playing very well with him at this point. All right, so here we go. Cole Custer's settled into the second position here, about half a second back. Then you got Nemechek, Sammy Smith have settled into third and fourth. Fifth is Brandon Jones. So that's your top five as they've settled out. Sheldon Creed has made a lot of spots here. He was starting 16th, and he's all the way up to 8th. He's passed 8 cars already, and oh, yellow flag. We got a yellow flag. What's the yellow for? Debris. Are you kidding me? We've had 2 yellows for next to nothing so far in this race. Yellow for debris on pit road. Oh no, there's a bit near or near the racetrack, and now we got ourselves another caution flag here. So didn't see which car the debris came off of, but yeah, no, there is some debris on the racetrack, so they opted to throw the caution flag. Oh man, fun. Gotta love throwing cautions for stuff that probably didn't need it. But gonna really quickly go ahead and start putting up the stage 1 pole. It's a little earlier than I normally do it, but figure while we got a caution flag here, and can't promise a caution flag coming out later. Oh, I always get confused with how Allgaier spells his name. He's got almost every vowel in there. I mean, A, I, E, all in a row. All right. John Hunter. There we go. Oh, misspelled that name. N-E... Nemechek, why does Nemechek have 3 names? Like, can he not just have 2 names like everybody else? Oh, and there's no C at the end of his name. There we go. So there we go. So there's the stage 1 pole. So the way I normally do it is I go and take the top 3 from the race. So you guys can go ahead and vote on that. Let me know who you guys think's going to get this stage win. And then I usually go and put the same poll up on Twitter if you guys want to go ahead and vote over there too. But obviously, you got a poll right here if you want to vote here. Oh, and the championship race for IndyCar is tomorrow as well at 2:30. I'm not going to be around for that either, so... Good job, Polo, though, on the championship being locked up already. All right, here we go. Hey, you know what? I will say this much. I might not be the biggest Riley Herbst fan in the world. I love what I just heard from Riley Herbst. The team talking about, hey, we're only racing one other car, racing for the playoffs. Herbst saying he doesn't care about the playoffs. He is out here to win. But I also think that it's going to be that mentality that potentially sinks him at the end of this day. Because going for the win, he may end up losing out on it. Alright, here we go. Oh! Justin Allgaier with a brake pad underneath the splitter of his car? What's that doing there? Alright, there we go. Got the poll up over on Twitter. We got the poll up on the YouTube. And literally one vote for everybody so far. Allgaier, Custer, Nemechek, and others. So we got a wide range of people we think could win this first stage. And honestly, I don't blame you guys. It's pretty early on. Anyone could get this one. Alright, let's see. So, just kind of looking through. Don't think anyone's come to pit road. Let me just check and see how the back half of the field is looking right now. Because the back half of the field is usually where we see. So the 38 has now lost 6 laps. He may be done. Certainly he's done for any shot to realistically compete, because to come back from more than 6 laps down, it's going to be tough. I mean, it's never easy to come back from... I mean, even 1 lap down sometimes feels near impossible to make that comeback. But here we go. Oh, talking about notable father-son duos in NASCAR. You got some of the most obvious ones, and then you got lesser-known ones like the Nemecheks. Although I think by the end of his career, Joe and John Hunter Nemechek will be easily known as a father-son duo here. Chandler Smith coming down pit road as they doing the choose cone. Oh. Oh no. Please tell me I didn't pick him. Please. I know I was considering picking him. Please don't let me have picked him. Please. Pick him live. Alright, let's see. No, I did not pick him. Good. I wish I had picked him for having a bad day, but I just decided to stay away from him in general because I felt like Chandler Smith was a big question mark. But Chandler Smith sounds like he may be blowing up. He's now behind the wall on pit road. So he's in the playoffs. He'll be in the playoffs, but man, this is a bummer for a driver who thought he may have a shot at potentially getting a little bit of momentum to start this one up. So, we got Justin Allgaier starting to pull ahead in the pole as we got the lights are off in the pace car. We're ready to go back racing. Custer on the front row along with Justin Allgaier, the race leader. Then you got a row of Toyotas in the second row there. Sammy Smith and Nemechek. Here we go. Pace car dives for cover, leaving the field in the hands of Justin Allgaier and John Hunter Nemechek on the top line. Green flag is out, and they are racing at Kansas once again. Let's see. Oh, we got a big stack up on the top side. Brandon Jones starting to stack up a lot of people here. That's really nerve-wracking if you're going to try and win this race. Because if you're making people unhappy, potentially, you're going to potentially get paid back for it. Moffitt having an issue as well here in the middle of the pack as he continues to free fall here. Let's say, looks like he's got it. He's got whatever it was figured out now, and oh, there goes Riley Herbst now slipping through the field a little bit. And oh, whoa! Sam Mayer spun around on the front stretch. Sam Mayer gets spun around. The 91 tags him. Who's in the 91 today? Not sure who's in the 91 today, but man, Sam Mayer spins around and come on. Kyle Weatherman driving the number 91 here today. And yeah. Man, another driver. I know I talked about putting him in. No, I didn't put him in. Another one that would have been nice to have had for the under for having a poor performance, but I just didn't have the confidence that he was going to run dad. I even considered the fact that he might be a contender for the win, considering how fast those junior motorsports cars are. But the number 1 car now in trouble with damage. So, man, a lot of action so far in this race. Just nothing huge. All right, so the two hit the fence. While trying to correct, he ends up tagging the 1 car, which spins out the 1 car. And then as the 1 car spins back up on the track, pretty much out of control, Kyle Weatherman, just an innocent bystander there, and gets nailed. Although, technically, he does the nailing, but he had nowhere to go. I mean, absolutely an innocent bystander there. Just wrong place, wrong time for Kyle Weatherman. And yet another caution flag. We're just having caution after caution after caution. We've had 3 different yellows so far tonight. It's just yellow, yellow, yellow. So, here we go. Alright. So, honestly, this Xfinity race, though, is going pretty well. Parker Kligerman up into the top 10. Yeah, there we go. And where's Riley Herbst is currently 14th, for those of you guys that are probably wondering, because of the battle for the playoffs. So, yeah, Riley Herbst running 15th. Meanwhile, Parker Kligerman is running 9th. I think I think even the team now is going to be starting to get on him about, getting on Herbst, telling him about the fact that, hey, we know you want to win, but you got to focus on it. At the very least, outrunning the 48. Because that 48 is going to be the one that might keep him out the playoffs and a shot to win a championship here come Bristol next week, even. Here we go. So we got John Hunter Nemechek. We got John Hunter Nemechek still holding on to 3rd. I mean, really not much has changed inside the top 10 aside from Creed and Kligerman so far today. Austin Hill currently holds down that 11th spot. Let's take a quick update on the college football games since we mentioned them earlier. Just don't know why the Gators aren't being shown as a NCAA game. Oh, Texas A&M and Miami is being delayed. Probably best guess would be lightning, considering it's in Miami. They do have a hurricane on the way, I believe. Well, they always have a hurricane on the way. Notre Dame and North Carolina State, they are in their 3rd quarter, 17-7. North Carolina State has the ball, but it's a 4th down right now for them. Utah ended up beating Baylor 20-13. Kansas State, I believe that game was already over earlier when we talked about it. Colorado finished off Nebraska. Georgia had already beaten Ball State at that point. It's halftime in the Clemson-Charleston game. Clemson leads 24-17. And we are in the 1st quarter of a couple of the other games that have basically just begun. Mississippi and Tulane are currently 7 apiece, and Michigan versus University of Las Vegas currently 7-0 there. So some pretty good college football matches actually going on today. So always like it when there's a lot of good sports going on at once. I mean, I'm primarily a NASCAR guy. I like my Gators. I like my Colts, but for the most part, I am definitely a NASCAR fan first. Yep. He's got to make sure he stays out of his head. That's going to be the big thing for Riley Herbst is don't go way over your head, but don't let your head cloud, don't get stuck inside your own head. Don't overthink it. Just Go when you think you need to. There might be a mistake there, and again, that's where potentially a mistake could happen, but we'd rather see him wreck trying than play it safe and get eliminated on speed. Hey, big deal, how's it going? Go Blue M. I'm assuming that's talking about the Michigan Wolverines. I'm assuming. I know that they've got blue as their big thing, and they've got a big M as their logo. So I don't know why the Gators game is not being shown on this list of NCAA games. But yeah, here we go. Should be getting ready for the choose cone here shortly, by the way. We've gone around for a couple laps. We've gotten opportunities for them to come to pit road. Makes this nice and easy. Okay, yeah, so you are talking about Michigan. I think you guys should have that win pretty easily. University of Las Vegas isn't exactly known for their football program, and Michigan is one of the better college football teams in the nation. I think it's hard to argue. I think that they are probably top 5 over the course of, if you look at even just kind of over the last 10 years, I think they're probably top 5. Obviously, you could probably make arguments that they're higher than that. Maybe you can make an argument that they're lower than that, but I don't know. Michigan, Ohio State, Alabama, LSU, and right there, that's pretty much your big teams. TCU did well last year. Georgia's up there as well in that top 5 category. But yeah, I know TCU had a great year last year. Here we go. Choose cone time. Just now right at the top. And once again, we have the Toyotas going and making a row of Toyotas there. Oh, Creed there takes the outside lane. Takes the outside lane and loses a row to Parker Kligerman and ends up on the same row with his teammate Austin Hill. That's funny. But yeah, my top 5, the top 5 college football teams that as far as I'm aware, from someone who doesn't watch a ton of college football aside from Gators and LSU, the top 5, and this is not in any particular order: Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, and LSU. Again, not in any particular order, but I kind of started trying to go alphabetical, and then I just kind of forgot about it. But yeah, so all right, we got about 20 to go here. 20 to go in stage number 1. Go ahead and let us know who you guys think is going to win stage number 1 if you guys haven't already in the chat. And if you guys put other, I'd love to hear who you guys think is going to win this thing if it isn't going to be one of these 2 guys on the front row. Do we think Sammy Smith maybe finds his way there? Do we think Barry or Brandon Jones rocket from the 3rd row to the lead? That'd be amazing to watch. Pace car dives for cover. Building the hands of Justin Allgaier, and green flag is out. We're racing at Kansas. Sorry, wrong D-shaped oval here. We raced Michigan a few weeks ago. We're at Kansas this week. And Cole Custer, first time we've seen a driver other than Justin Allgaier have the edge here going into coming off turn 1. Cole Custer, though, not a lot of help there, although there goes John Hunter Nemechek down to the bottom, but not enough help there. Justin Allgaier powers around the outside and takes the lead back from Cole Custer. Cole Custer now in a side-by-side fight with John Hunter Nemechek. Cole Custer, though, going to the top side. He's going to try and ride the rim here. Looks like John Hunter Nemechek is going to be able to clear, though. Now you got Jeb Burton, Riley Herbst side-by-side. 3 wide, actually. Who's that in the 45? I don't know. Who's in the 45 this week? Is that Jeffrey Earnhardt? Might be Jeffrey Earnhardt. Josh Berry stuck behind Riley Herbst as well, falling a little bit further through the field. Here we go. They are packed up here, and obviously we love some packed up racing here. Let's see who is in the 45 car. That's Rajah Caruth in the 45 car today. So Rajah Caruth, he doesn't run the 45 every week, but he's run very well in the truck series this year. Certainly looking forward to seeing where his career takes him here in the near future. Hoping to see some wins. But, Riley Herbst is getting really physical trying to pass Rajah Caruth here for like 15th spot. I don't know why he's trying to fight so hard for that spot, but yeah, that car is not handling the way he would want it to. By no means is that car handling the way he would want it to. Kligerman, though, he gained one spot and he got in line and he's just going to ride. He's in 8th place right now. If he can finish stage 1 there, he can gain a couple of spots, and then he can just try and protect points, which is what I said last week when he got spun out. But, yeah. All the, oh, wow. I didn't realize just how close the 48 was to getting into the Ada Berry there. In fact, I don't think there's a way that he got out of that without contact. I'm pretty sure there was some amount of contact there. Here we go, riding the rim. You got the 25 of Brett Moffitt trying to lead the 98 here. Those two are both Fords. Possibly we could see those two trying to work together, maybe even. Although, again, they're both needing they're both needing to gain spots to try and make the playoffs because Brett Moffitt needs to win and Herbst just needs to be close, but here we go. So Brandon Jones fighting with Daniel Hemrick for that spot inside the top 5 here. Brandon Jones holding on to the 5th position for now. So Barry's my biggest concern right now in terms of my picks. Austin Hill's a bit of a concern too. Where's Austin Hill? He's 6th. Okay, he's actually running good enough. But here we go. Hemrick with an issue. Uh-oh. That's not good. Is that another engine problem for Colleague? That would be disastrous. Although Chandler Smith actually back out on track. Coincidentally, he's passing his teammate who might be having the same issue here. Now, granted, they did find a remedy, so possibly the 10 car may not lose as many laps. The 16 lost 14 laps, though, and all that, so it's going to be rough. And 14 laps, you're not going to have any real shot to try and win this thing, but you might have a shot at least contending here. Contending for something. I don't know. If you can get back to the lead lap after 14 laps, that is going to be impressive, but alright, side-by-side commercials. We love that because we get to still see the track. Riley Herbst still battling side-by-side with Brett Moffitt. He starts to break away, though. There we go. Riley Herbst able to clear himself in front of Brett Moffitt here. So those two, Clearman up to 7th here now as they just continue to kind of pace it here. Hemrick's holding on to 9th right now, but again, we mentioned he had some kind of trouble. That's very much a worry. Derek Krause driving the number 11. Feels so weird seeing Derek Krause in the 11 because Daniel Hemrick is driving the 10 car because the 10 car is qualified for the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs on the owner's side of things. And the 10 and Daniel Hemrick as a driver is in. Obviously, the 10 car up to this point has been the Cup driver car. So the drivers haven't been earning points, but the car has earned enough points to where it's in the championship fight. And they're trying to pair up their championship contending Xfinity driver with their contending car. And the number 11 will be the rotational car for the remaining 8 races or whatever it is. So, that's one change that I kind of completely forgot to mention earlier. Well, let's see. Josh Berry in 14th. That is not good. I need to see him make some progress here. Joe Graff Jr. having an awful day. Where's, okay, let's see where's the 98 settled out in? Oh, and Riley Herbst has gotten all the way up to 11th. Wow, he is on a roll. I'm kind of surprised to see him go up there that quickly. Kaz Gralla currently holds on to that 10th spot. Not sure who the Toyotas are going to be favoring here to try and get this one. And here we go. The 10 car has made his way to the pit road. He has stopped short in his pit box. I don't know if they're going to roll him behind the behind the wall or what. All right, so you got him pushed way back. Oh, he way overshot his pit stall. I thought he stopped short in his pit stall, but no, he was in the wrong pit box. So, you know, they had to send their crew down a couple of boxes to go push him back here. So let's see. So now they're going to go ahead and try and make their whatever repair they did to whatever they did to the 16 car. They're going to try and do to the number 10 car here to see if they can get Daniel Hemrick back out on the track soon. So this top 10 in the top 10 in this or finishing inside a decent spot at this race is going to be important. All right, so let's see. We've got 5 laps to go here in stage number 1. 5 to go. Let's go. Come on. Can Nemechek do anything to Justin Allgaier here? Let's see. All right, so Sam Mayer officially out the race. That would have been a really nice pick if I'd picked him for finishing worse. I just didn't have the confidence that he was going to finish poorly. But, yeah. So, Nemechek, Allgaier. Oh, Nemechek is about to take the lead here. He's looking to the bottom. Here we go. John Hunter Nemechek. Coming to 4 laps to go. John Hunter Nemechek leads the first lap of the day for a driver not named Justin Allgaier. So, there we go. John Hunter Nemechek now has the lead over Allgaier. Let's see. Can Allgaier fight back for it? Allgaier all the way to the back of his of the opponent's car here. He's trying to put that air on the oh, and he goes for a big dive here. And say that slide job wasn't going to work. He did not get far enough ahead there. And now Justin Allgaier, he's kind of got to figure out what he wants to do here. He's got to block Custer, I believe. He does not have a lot of room to work with here. He's got to just worry about himself here. He can't worry about the fact that John Hunter Nemechek's probably going to pull away and win this stage. It'll be very tough for him to do that. And Allgaier now back to 3rd. He is really struggling, it looks like, right now. Maybe just not a very good long-run car, possibly? We'll have to wait and see if the balance issues are due to the age of the tires and whatnot, or if that's because of the or if that's due to the fact that he's now no longer the leader and that dirty air is really messing with him, which is possible, but man, that would be a severe problem if 1 or 2 cars worth of dirty air ends up ruining his day here. Man. All right. Let's see. There we go. John Hunter Nemechek, he's up on the outside. He's going to try and make this thing work all the way to the checkers of the stage. Stage 1 checkered flag. It's out, and we're ready to see. Can John Hunter Nemechek solidify it? Looks like it'll be able to. And here we go. Nemechek finishes ahead of Custer, Allgaier, Brandon Jones, Sammy Smith, and Kligerman gets sixth at the line here over the 21 of Austin Hill. Then you've got, and then you got Creed, Riley Herbst actually earning a couple of points there, minimizing the damage. So Creed, Herbst, and then Derek Kraus rounding out your top 10. Curious to see if Kraus has an issue, considering his other two teammates have both had problems here today so far. So, all right. So stage 2 is another 45 lapper. It probably won't be half as long as his first stage was due to yellows, but it'll be a pretty good one here. So only 20% of you guys actually picked John Hunter Nemechek to win that stage, but John Hunter Nemechek got it done. Cole Custer second. Allgaier fell all the way to third there in that short run, or in that long run to end the stage. The way the stage was going, I thought we were certainly going to end this thing on a short run, but no, the long run ended up and being what we ended the stage on, so. Let's see what the damage is for the 10. So 10 is currently 11 laps behind, while Chandler Smith is 13 back. So it's an interesting one, that's for sure. All right, let's see. Just kind of taking a look through the running order, see if there's anything else interesting. I'm going to quickly go run an ad and use the bathroom, and I'll be right back, guys. There we go. I'm back, and we are internet stress. How's it going? You think Shelton Creed's gonna get his first win here? Cole Custer wins race off pit road. Nemechek, Allgaier, Sammy Smith, Brandon Jones, your top 5. Creed gains 2 spots here, up to 6th place off of the pit lane. But man, that was a very close race. I'm surprised the first pit stall didn't end up getting John Hunter Nemechek the lead there. So definitely some interesting runs there for everybody coming off pit road. All right. So let's see who else we got going on. What else we got going on here? Actually, I'm gonna really quickly take a peek at the Twitter poll. See, nobody ended up voting on it. Really? Wow, nobody ended up voting on it. Oh wow, only 8 people actually even got a chance to see it. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, hey, you know what? We had a pretty good turnout on the poll in the stream, so. Alright. Joey Gase up in the top 10. How is that possible? What happened there? How did he get up into the top 10? Austin Hill up in the top 10. Josh Berry potentially trying to recover. Can Riley Herbst just, like, take a lunch break for the rest of the afternoon? Oh, actually, we did have somebody sneak in there with a Justin Allgaier vote late in the stage. So somebody went and put in a Justin Allgaier vote right at the very end. But, yeah, Justin Allgaier, not the Stage 1 winner, which is surprising because I unfortunately didn't time. It's hard to time it to exactly how long you'll have to finish it before the stage, but. Because on Twitter, I have to just set the poll to run for X amount of time as opposed to running for X amount of as opposed to being able to stop it there. Alright. Oh, and there we go. Joey Gase came to pit road, and now we've got Berry and Hill up into the top 10. Derek Krause's up in the 11th position, though. I am curious if he has any trouble similar to his 2 teammates that are playoff contenders here. If Derek Krause could win today, that would get that 11 car into the owners' playoffs, and not really do that to the probably bump out somebody important. So Ty Gibbs going over there and checking out the drag strip, and alright, lights are off on the pace car. They're doubled up and ready to go racing. Custer on the outside, Nemechek on the inside. It's going to be a fight. So, Justin Allgaier led the first 41 laps en route to not winning the stage. Alright. Alright, so I need Barry a little bit better. I need... Oh, wait, Hemrick with an issue. Dang it, I just realized. So that's going to be a bust on the picks. Let me see if I can make some picks for tomorrow's Cup race while we're here. Oh, and we're back to racing. Green flag, green, green, green. Green flag is out, and they're racing at Kansas. I completely forgot about the fact that they were already doubled up and ready to go. Yeah, no picks there, so... Alright, unless a miracle happens, I don't see Daniel Hemrick getting back in this race. How many laps did Hemrick officially lose? Because I've been actually, I don't know if I checked. Let's see. Hemrick's 16 laps down. Yeah, no, he's losing more laps, so he might have a terminal issue. He's definitely not winning this one. All right, here we go. So Parker Kligerman making some good inroads at the top. Did not anticipate colleague both having trouble with both of their full-time drivers today. Nemechek got away with the lead, by the way. Custer now getting passed here for second by by Justin Allgaier here. So looks like potentially Allgaier's problem is just a long run issue. Which, if we don't have a long run, he might have a shot. Parker Kligerman trying to win a race. That's I'm a little surprised by that. I think he would normally try and just focus on protecting points right now because he's got the lead in this fight. But right now I got a lot of picks that are off, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I'm not feeling too hopeful about my picks for today. Just wanted to go clear out my glasses, and we are. Let's see. The battle is now 8 points separating the 48 and the 98 here for the final playoff spot, assuming, again, no new winner, which Brandon Jones is right there in the top 5. He could potentially go ahead and get that one. But I don't know. Right now, Cole Custer is not necessarily in a position to want to let or help Brandon Jones win whatsoever. Brandon Jones does have one teammate up there at the front. He's got Justin Allgaier. Oh, man. Here we go. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Real quick, I want to just take a look at some at my stats, see where I'm at in terms of the YouTube studio. All right, hey, you know what? We're closing in on that 2,300 number on the subscriber count. We're trying to hit 2,300 subscribers here before the. We're trying to hit 2,300 subscribers before the before December when we go and play with when we go and do the Advent Calendar series with Patrick. So we're currently at 2,287. We're 13 subscribers away from that goal. So if everybody in the stream were to subscribe, we would hit that number now, obviously. I think we do have some people that are already subscribed in the stream, so can't double subscribe, unfortunately. But yeah, if you guys are new, would love the support. As we get ready here, let's see. And I say, Herb's potentially having a problem. That could be good, or it could be bad there. Depending on who you are, really. Oh, caution flag. Oh! Cole Custer into the fence. Cole Custer potentially either ran something over or he just got in the fence there. Cole Custer, we'll have to wait and see what the extent of the damage is. But that's another caution flag here. Gives us a good opportunity to type in the a new poll here for stage number 2. So let's see what happens here. I want to see what happens. Oh yeah. What was that? What was that big thing he ran right over? Let's see. Oh, a full tire carcass. So someone has a tire down. But yeah, that's a massive piece of debris, and it just took out the 00. So John Hunter Nemechek, Justin Paul Geyer. Alright, and Sammy Smith. Alright, so here we go. Here's the poll for stage number 2. Do I got any cool diecasts? Yeah, actually, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got some cool diecasts. Actually, if this caution ends up being an extended yellow, I can go grab a couple of them and show you guys. A couple of them. Got some older ones. Got some new to me Dale Jr. ones that I got somewhat recently. But yeah, I got quite a few diecasts. But I'm just gonna go ahead and finish putting up the poll over on Twitter first. Alright, so go to commercial break. There we go. That'll give me a little bit more time here. Let's go ahead and finish typing in these names as quick as I can. Justin Allgaier. Good thing is that Sammy Smith has a really easy name to spell. And other, comment below. We'll go ahead and we'll just make this a 20-minute poll real quick. And yeah, so do you guys want to see some of my I'll go grab a couple of diecasts so I can show you guys it. But yeah, we're getting ready. So we're currently partway through here. Let me know who you guys think is gonna win this second stage. But I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so here we go. Here's one of the boxes of 1/24 scale cars I got. So yeah, most of these ones are pretty recent. I got them all at the same place, but yeah, I got a Dale Earnhardt Jr. Let me just make sure the camera is showing this one pretty well. So yeah, we got the National Guard kind of silver looking car. I don't know if this is a special edition, but I really love the next gen, or the not next gen, but the car tomorrow with the wing. Let me see if I can pop out the chat so I can read chat at the same time real quick. Oh, and they're back from commercial break already. Dang, that's a little unfortunate. So yeah, so I got that one. Let's see if I got any others here. I don't remember what's in this box. Pretty flat one for a diecast. Oh yeah, this is my this is a where's the camera here? So yeah, this is a Alan Kulwicki hauler here. So picked this one up at a local auction as well, where most of these new ones came from. Well, I say new. They're new to me. So here we go. Oh, pace car is off, and we're getting ready to go racing here. Field in the hands of John Hunter Nemechek, leading this field to green for the second time today. So here we go. And he's got a lot of help there. I believe that's his teammate. And oh, Riley Herbst with an issue in the middle of the pack once again on the restart. And he's having a really tough time on these restarts, keeping pace. Oh, Riley Herbst with a right front tire down. Oh, that we're not staying green for very long here because, yeah, that tire's probably going to send out debris, and especially since we just had a debris caution for tire rubber. I would not be surprised if NASCAR throws a preemptive yellow here, although maybe not. Maybe they're just going to let it run green, but I would find that a little strange. So far, we got Allgaier and Nemechek, the only two that have received any votes here. And there we go. Riley Herbst gets to pit road unaffected here. So, it's a flat tire. No caution. So, we're going to be going right. We're going to stay green here. I thought we were for sure getting a caution for that one, especially where it was a tire issue just after a tire issue on track. So, yeah, I got a lot of cars here in this box that I can show you guys under some of the other cautions here when and if we get them. We know we got at least one more caution coming up in 22 laps. But man, that's a bummer. Yeah, you got to make sure that the fender or whatever that caused that flat isn't going to send that tire right flat again. All right, what happened here? Oh, Parker Clearman got really loose in front of the field, too. I didn't even see that one. Yeah, he nearly lost it there, and that could have been the end of Clearman's season right there. But he shifted down to save it. Wow. It's impressive. But man, everybody kind of scattered behind him though after he kind of stacked up the field. So, and say it looks like the 48 was the car that the 98 ran into that gave him the front end damage that led to the tire going down. So I'm sure if you're a Riley Herbst fan, you don't like to see that your championship rival ends up getting into you guys and forcing you guys to have an issue here. All right, let's see. So 98's now 2 laps down in 32nd spot. Hemrick's 34 laps down. Okay, yeah, Hemrick's done for the day, and so are my shots to win that pick. Those picks, but yeah. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let me see if I can pop up these analytics. Oh, yeah, hey, we're up to 188, or not 188, sorry, 2288 for the subscriber count. Again, we're closing in on that 2300 number. But they're showing another replay of this restart. Again, it was, I want to say, Creed popped out of line anyway, so I don't think it was even intentional by, it certainly wasn't intentional by Clearman, because it hurt his performance too. Oh, no, here we go. Riley Herbst has dropped back, and he is ultimately caught up with Parker Clearman on the racetrack. Is there going to be payback of some sort here? Certainly you would hate to see it, but there very well could be payback here from Clearman, or towards Clearman here. I would hate to see that, but I could definitely see it happening here. All right, just taking a quick look at the yeah, so Notre Dame looks like they're in position to win their game. Clemson's absolutely pulling away from Charleston at this point. Michigan continuing to shut out Las Vegas. over in the college football world. But, let's say he was leading the regular season points at one point, and then just kind of between inconsistency of the car and inconsistency of the driver. Oh, we got a yellow. We got a yellow flag. What's the yellow for? Let's see. What's the yellow for? I see the yellow. I just don't know what it's for yet. 98's 2 laps down. Okay. Where's this yellow going to come from? I don't know who causes it because I haven't seen what happened yet. Is my phone just that far behind? I'll have to try and refresh my app in the in between the yellow here, because we got a yellow for something, but I still have yet to see it. The yellow flag has been thrown. I'm just waiting to see what's happened. Oh, yep, there we go. Brandon Jones through the grass. So Brandon Jones goes through the dirt here. So Brandon Jones spins out, and ultimately minimal damage, honestly. I mean, hey, you know what? If it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And at this point, Brandon Jones got away lucky here, I think. But Creed now up into the top 5. Barry up into the top 5. Hill up to 6th here. Are literally all my picks going to come right except for the Daniel Hemrick one? Because if so, I made a mistake. But there we go. So went across the grass. No real, unless something happened underneath the car, everything appeared to go pretty much perfectly going over that grass. It's been nice and dry. Truck race wasn't rain delayed or rain shortened at all, so we had a nice dry truck race. No, not much rain. So you got 15 laps to go here in stage number 2. I'm going to say, if you put on this set of tires, which I think you're probably going to, you're going to be behind the 8 ball to try and make something happen in that final stage. So we're not even halfway in this race, and it feels like we've already had a few races worth of issues going on. So that the Alan Kulwicki hauler, by the way, is actually, according to the thing on the outside of the box, one of only about 2,500 that were made. So back before collectibles were mass produced in absolute droves. Oh, are they going to commercial break? I thought they were about to cut it to commercial break, which meant I could keep talking about my cars, but looks like they're going by pit road. I thought we were gonna have a commercial break and then come back to them on pit road. I'm gonna say after pit stops, it will probably come to pit road, or they'll throw a caution, or they'll throw a commercial out. Oh, and there we go. Cole Custer out the race. That's rough. Yeah, hey, you know what? I think, honestly, very respectable answer from Cole Custer, a guy I don't normally give a ton of credit to either. I don't give a lot of credit to a lot of the Stuart Haas guys, but hey, you know what? He owned up to it that, hey, he didn't know how long the tire had been there. Just kind of bad timing that he happened to be the guy that ran it over. As NASCAR had kind of spotted it at the same time and suddenly just didn't get the caution thrown in time or didn't get communicated that, hey, there's debris in that corner. The spotter didn't see it. So it's 5. Wow, we've got a 3-3 battle here between Nemechek and Allgaier. You guys think it's pretty even between those two? So here we go. Let's see. Are we going to are we opening pit road? Or are we doing something here? Come on. Let me see what car we got next. All right, they're doing a Sunday Night Football promo here. Cowboys, Giants. That's going to be fun. So, Cowboys are at the Giants here, so. Yeah, no, you aren't allowed to cheer for the Giants if you're a Patriots fan. That is one thing he has true. Being from the Northeast, I think I'm officially allowed to say that one. I mean, that would be like saying that, oh yeah, as a Colts fan, I'm allowed to cheer for the... I'm allowed to cheer for, like, the Titans or someone. I mean... Now, granted, again, Jaguars, Texans, they're also in that division, but... Yeah, or even, honestly, I did not like the Broncos after they took our quarterback from us. But yeah, the fact that we've rented quarterbacks, though, from almost every team, it feels like at this point, since Peyton Manning left us. I mean, we had Andrew Luck for a little while that we drafted, but then the rest, it's been just kind of one-year flyers on a bunch of drivers, or on a bunch of quarterbacks. Now let's talk about the college football scores, because I kind of mentioned a few of them, but let's see how some of the other ones are going. So, let's see. Let me just quickly refresh this, just to make sure I got it as up to date as I can. So Notre Dame has pulled away from North Carolina State. Notre Dame leads 31-27 here with about 10 minutes and change left to go in the fourth quarter. Utah beat Baylor. We mentioned that one. Kansas State beat Troy. We mentioned those ones. Colorado Buffaloes beat Nebraska. Clemson now has the ball 45-17 over Charleston. That's going to be another win there. They got 24 seconds left in the third quarter. So it'll be tough. I don't think Charleston has much of a shot at coming back. But maybe we can see something. Mississippi and Tulane, they're locked in a pretty close battle. Mississippi currently trails by 10. Tulane leads 17-7. Michigan continuing to shut out University of Las Vegas 14-0 as they get ready for their halftime. They're give or take about 20 seconds out from that one. And Texas A&M and Florida has officially started. They have just finished up their first quarter of play. Texas A&M leading 10-7 in that matchup. And then we're still about 10 minutes out from Tulsa versus Washington starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's quick little college football update. And are we going to open pit road here soon? Come on. We've been stalling here for a while. I thought we were going to commercial break. Then I thought we were opening pit road. What are we doing here, NASCAR? They're doubled up. Oh, did they open pit road and just nobody came, I guess? Okay, I thought we were expecting to see a lot of people coming. They had the big pan like they were expecting it. Here we go. 11 laps to go in stage 2. Green flag is out, and Toyotas have the front row locked down here. Green. Green flag is out, and they're racing at Kansas. And yeah, the two Joe Gibbs Toyotas, the 18 and the 20, fighting it out at the front. The 20 takes the lead. So that number 20 car takes the lead here in the race. Let's see, what's happening with Clearman here? That's going to be the biggest thing to watch here. Clearman's middle of 3 wide here for about 8th place, I believe. We got, Austin Hill and Justin Allgaier having a bit of a dogfight here for 3rd. Yeah, that battle for 3rd there is starting to heat up. You got Josh Berry in the mix as well. Austin Hill fighting it out as well. It's hard to really tell where everybody's going to end up cycling out here. Berry up to 4th. Austin Hill back to 5th here. So Berry and Allgaier end up working together here. We got 10 laps to go in stage number 2. 10 laps to go. Man, we are flying through this one, honestly. Let's see. And of course, you guys got 10 laps left to go ahead and put in your vote. Who do you guys think's going to get this one? John Hunter Nemechek and Sammy Smith look to be the front runners. We'll have to wait and see if anybody can go up there and challenge them. Maybe those two junior motorsports cars in the 3rd and 4th position. Maybe Sheldon Creed and Austin Hill and in 5th and 6th can group up and try and make something happen here. A lot of teammates. You got teammates 1st and 2nd, teammates 2nd and 3rd, or 3rd and 4th, and then you got teammates 5th and 6th. And then Parker Clearman doesn't have a teammate who is running 7th, so yay. So here we go. Right now, Barry actually looks like he might be looking to try and fight with his teammate here for the 3rd spot, try and get that extra point. And here we go. Clearman fighting with Moffitt. That's a weird one. I thought he was fighting with Kraus here. But yeah, Derek Kraus running very well in that number 11 car, though. He's been making it worthwhile to be in this race. Okay, so there was Kraus. He was actually 3 wide there with Moffitt and Kraus. I just didn't see Moffitt there, or I didn't see Kraus there because his car was blending into the pavement a little bit, I guess. But here we go. Here goes Moffitt now looking up the inside on Derek Kraus. And Brett Moffitt going to try and get clear. He's not clear yet. He can't make the move. He's going to have to try and make something happen off of... he's got to at least hold his ground here going through the corner exit so that he can dive deeper into turn 1 here and try and maybe make the clear happen there. But, yeah, that 11 car just looks flat out better in the outside lane here. And that outside lane is not exactly an easy or a hard spot to hold. The top line is the preferred line, I would say, here in the at Kansas, especially in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. And there we go. Chandler Smith is making his move here. So he went from in the garage. He's at least racing not for position, but he's mixing it up with the leaders, kind of proving that, hey, I'm still going to be here at the end. So Chandler's still 13 laps behind the race. It's going to be tough for him to have any shot in this one, but he does have, I would say, the better chance here. 4 laps to go in stage number 2. 4 to go in stage number 2. Let's take a look at the other poll here. Oh, okay. So Brock Purdy's brother was playing quarterback for Nebraska. Unfortunately, the Nebraska didn't end up winning over Colorado, but yeah, cool to see family over in that sport too. A pair of brothers both playing quarterback in the potentially in the NFL here soon. I'm not even sure who that was. Ryan Ellis is getting side-drafted by... Oh, that's Kaz Gralla. Okay. Took me a minute to realize which car that was because it's a different paint scheme than I'm used to seeing. And I saw the Toyota symbol, and it's like, wait, that can only be a few cars. But here we go. We're getting towards the end of this stage. We're going to be coming to 2 to go this time. 2 laps to go. Nemechek and Sammy Smith. And Nemechek's kind of even leaving his teammate in the dust here. It's going to be a tough one for anybody other than Nemechek to get this win. Let's see it, though. Can we see a win from... Can we see a stage win from Sammy Smith? I don't know if there's enough momentum to happen here, but if it happens, it would be a shock. That's for sure. As he takes the white flag here. White flag, 1 to go. The white flag, 1 lap to go here. Can John Hunter Nemechek go ahead and win this race, potentially, to show his new team that, hey, you made the right choice moving me from Xfinity to Cup this year. He made a really gutsy call a couple of years ago. I even think I titled the video at the time, 2 steps backwards or 1 step forward for him going from Front Row Motorsports and Cup to a KBM truck, which has landed him now this spot with Toyota as John Hunter Nemechek wins stage number 2. Sammy Smith gets the second place. Justin Allgaier, Josh Berry, Austin Hill, Sheldon Creed, Parker Kligerman, Derek Kraus, Parker Retzloff, and Brett Moffitt rounding out your top 10. So, some pretty good spots there. A lot of points gained so far today for Parker Kligerman. So now he just needs to protect points, that's for sure. Now, he can't afford a wreck like what happened the last time I said that, but we go to commercial break, and we'll pull out another diecast out of the box here. Let me go ahead and get the camera up so I can actually see what I'm showing you guys. Okay, so this was another hauler. So this is a Dale Earnhardt hauler here. I think this was... this was celebrating the 1996 Olympics here. But, this was another hauler from that same local auction. They were auctioning off a ton of NASCAR stuff, so. Thought that was a 1/24th scale car, but no, that was another transporter. Oh, here's a name I know a lot of you guys would recognize. Oh, actually, there's some. I think I got a couple of names you guys might recognize here coming up. So, let's see. Alright. Oh, they kind of put this one back in wrong. Certification of authenticity for this one. Alright, nice. So, here we've got another hauler here. It's a Bill Elliott Budweiser Racing number 11 hauler with the certificate of authenticity here. Yeah, one of 3,000 produced. So, that's a pretty cool one to see. Let me see if I got any others. If I got any other 164 or any other 124 scale cars here, though. But yeah, I saw the Bill Elliott number 11 on the box, and so I knew it was something Bill Elliott. This box might just be a lot of the haulers. Let's see, Peach State Motorsports. So this is probably something else, Bill Elliott. Oh no, Jeff Burton. Okay, got a Jeff Burton collectible hauler here as well. So yeah, got a lot of haulers here in this box. I thought I grabbed my box of the box that we put all the cars in, because I know I got a lot of Dale Jr. stuff at this. Oh yeah, I want to make sure I get that certificate of authenticity back in the Bill Elliott box as we get ready for pit road here. They're back from commercial break, and yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff in this set. Alright, let me just go ahead and put that there and slide this out the way for now, because I think we're going to be hopefully green flag for a little while at least. We can go back through some more of this at a later time. But yeah, there we go. That gave us a little something to talk about, though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing some cool NASCAR collectible stuff. But, so here we go. Race off pit road. And it's Nemechek, Sammy Smith, Hill and Creed both gaining 2 spots each. Justin Allgaier losing 2 spots. Barry losing 3. Derek Kraus gaining 2 spots on pit road. Parker Kligerman loses 1 spot on the pit road. Parker Retzloff comes off net neutral. And Kaz Gralla comes off 10th, gaining 2 spots there for Kaz Gralla. Alright. Any next gens? I don't have any, actually I do have one 124 scale next gen car, but that's upstairs. Yeah, it's a, NASCAR, it's just a, NASCAR 75th anniversary one from the Hall of Fame. When I went to the Hall of Fame, with my dad, when we went down to, Charlotte earlier this year. You guys might have seen I was in Charlotte for the 600. we checked out the Hall of Fame. That was the one and only next-gen car I think I've got the diecast of. Mainly because the race teams didn't actually have their next-gen diecast at the track. Otherwise, I probably would have picked up a Kyle Busch one, too. Alright, here we go. So, they're showing the highlights for this coming... for the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. We got 2 races to go in that one before the next cut. And Bubba Wallace currently 1 point below the cut line there. But Michael McDowell, he had a really rough day at Darlington. Comes home 19 points below. Qualifies back up inside the top 10, though, this week. So, again, maybe there's some hope there. Oh, cool. Yeah, I was sitting down near the choose cone for both the for Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. ARCA, I think I was more down towards the restart zone, but yeah, I was at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, and I'm hoping to be back there for the Charlotte Road Course race next month. Me and Patrick are both planning on being there. I know he popped in here earlier. I don't know if he's still listening to the chat, but yeah. Now, Brandon Jones is leading the race because he had to stay out because he took those tires just before the end of the stage when he had that tire, or when he had that spin. So, Brandon Jones currently leading this race. If he can win this thing, he locks himself into the playoffs, and there is no contest between anybody else for that final stage, or for that final spot. I think Brandon Jones being a set of tires down, though, I think that might cost him a little bit. Although Derek Kraus kind of bullied Parker Kligerman off onto the grass with 2 wheels there as they were coming out onto the pit road, and we got choose cone going. Kligerman chooses the top line. Don't know what the front of the field did, but yeah. So, hoping to get back down to Charlotte for that one. Yeah, looking to move to the Charlotte area here in the next little bit. So, that's definitely one I'm looking forward to going to go see. So, we're looking at houses as well while we're down there. That's the other part of why we're going to Charlotte. Otherwise, I would have really liked to have gone to Bristol this year, because it's been a long time since I've been to Bristol. It's been like a whole year since I've been to Bristol. It hasn't even been a whole year, actually, because I was at the dirt race in 2022. Got to see the 2021 and 2022 Bristol dirt races. And then I didn't get to see it this year. So if it is the final dirt race this year, I'll be bummed because I will have seen all but one dirt race for the NASCAR Cup Series. Here we go, doubled up and ready to go back to racing. Brandon Jones has the field. So, let's see. I'm assuming... Oh, yep, there's Pace Car. So, Pace Car out in front of the field. Let's see. Pace Car dives for cover, leaving the field in the hands of Brandon Jones and the number 9 car. John Hunter Nemechek sharing that inside line. Sammy Smith in behind his teammate, though. We could see some teamwork potentially starting to work out here. That top line, though, a little bit broken up. Yeah, no chance for Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones goes way up the track. He's just going to try and shuffle in the line and hope he can maybe at least cycle out when the rest of them try and go for tires and at least not be dead last. And or he hopes not to wreck before it. Oh, no! Justin Allgaier! Justin Allgaier, Brandon Jones, Sammy Smith, all piled up. No! That's a big wreck. And oh, I think somebody else may have just tagged him too. Oh man, that's a big one. And that puts Riley Herbst back on the lead lap. Riley Herbst back on the lead lap here. He can fight for this one. Let's go. All right, let's go. Yeah, let me see if I got it. No, I just want to look through this box real quick, see if there are any other diecasts, or if it's just the one Dale Jr. for the actual diecast. That's the cool that's a Kawicki car. I got a Richard Petty hauler in here. Oh, I got two more Peachtree Motorsports. Two more Peachtree Motorsports, or Peach State Motorsports cars. Let's see. Okay, this is a Mark Martin Winn-Dixie hauler. So, looking at the size of these, I'm guessing the rest of these are probably all haulers. So, yeah, if this caution extends, if this is an extended cleanup caution, I might go and see if I can find the other box. Because the other box I know has some other Dale Jr. cars in it. So here we go. So yeah, it's just kind of 3 cars going wide. I don't know what happened with the wreck though. Just kind of taking a look at the replay here. Hard really to tell what happened. All right, let's see. Slow-mo. Yeah, here we go. This is a great camera angle. So the 2 car goes up, drifts. Yeah, so the 2 car just kind of drifts up the track into the 18, which then leads to it. So that was just Sheldon Creed making a mistake. I mean, I love Sheldon Creed, but yeah, he just made a mistake here, and that's going to be day done for Allgaier here. Alright, just kind of looking through my picks. Yeah, my picks are definitely done. I mean, I had Allgaier finishing top 3. That ain't happening. Alright, so. Yep, prep for the playoff here. It's really the only option that they got here. Alright, so. Oh, yeah, this week also returns the new Pokemon DLC. That's going to be fun to play through. Alright, let's see what we got going on. They going to commercial? Or are we taking a longer yellow here? Or oh nope, cars drivers are up on the. They're getting ready for the free pass here. All right, so we got an extended yellow, I believe. I'm gonna go. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab a couple of my newer cars because a lot of my collection is older stuff, but that I've picked up from kind of vintage shops and other kind of secondhand ones. But I've got a few cars that I've actually picked up still secondhand, but it's all kind of Gen 6 car era. So I'll be right back, guys. here's a few of my newer cars with some of the... Actually, I think... Actually, yes. Every driver I have a car of here has run a cup race. Oh, wait, no. One has run a... so, all but one of them has run the next-gen car. So... yeah, I got this Matt Kenseth final win car here. Go ahead and pull up the thing. So, yeah, I got his Phoenix win car from the from 2017 when he got his last win at Phoenix for Joe Gibbs Racing. Pretty cool car there for Matt Kenseth. Again, kind of big career moment for him. Anytime a driver gets what might be their final win, that's always a big deal. I also got the Bristol 2018. I think this is the 2018 version, the spring win for Kyle Busch. I love this. I love the base Skittles car. It's one of my favorite paint schemes that Kyle Busch ever runs. Yeah, and pretty much any paint scheme when I have a die cast of it, you know, it's one of my favorites of all time. The Castrol car here for Ryan Newman from his 2020 season, driving the number 6. I got this one just before his big crash. But yeah, I love this paint scheme. Love it when Chris Buescher runs it. Love it on the number 6. I love it. And then the last one that I grabbed real quick of my kind of newer cars is I've got this number 34 Caleb Ford for Michael McDowell from, well, he ran this car a lot, but the notable time where he ran it was when he was in that 2018 Daytona night race, the Stano's Demolition Derby race. He ended up getting a second place stage finish in this car, so yeah, those are that's a lot of my newer collection. I've got a few other kind of Gen 6 era cars, but a lot of mine are Gen 4. Or from the Gen 4 era, around that, from around that early 2000s to some of them are mid 2000s, especially the Dale Juniors kind of extend into that one, but yeah. So those are some of my newer cars that are in my collection, but yeah. Yeah, and I don't have any of the next gens handy. I have a bunch of the NASCAR Authentics. I work at Walmart, so yeah, that makes it easy to find a lot of the next gen NASCAR Authentics when they come out in their waves, but there's just such a small selection of cars because they only do like 8 cars per wave. So only about half the drivers even get noticed in the waves, although Todd Gilliland got a notice in the wave. Promo for the Talladega race weekend, and we're back to... Oh, pace car's off, and we're ready to go back racing right away from the commercial break. And here we go. Green, green, green. Green flag is out, and Nemechek leads from the top line here. Can he get out clear? Austin Hill going to try and hold on to that inside line? No, it's going to be John Hunter Nemechek absolutely decimating the restart here as he goes and clears. He can now block either lane depending on which lane is moving. All right, here we go. We're up to, there we go, we're up to 2,289 subscribers. So we're making our way right up near that big 2,300 number. Let's see if we can get there. If we can get there today, that'd be amazing. But yeah, right now though, we're just trying to get to the end of this race though. I'll say it's a pretty good race so far though. It hasn't been too much silliness, but there's been a fair amount of silliness. Alright, here we go. Eight cars crashed out is the most at Kansas. That seems strange, because again, that 2018 playoff race I was talking about, there were at least 4 there were at least 4 championship contenders that were knocked out in that race in the first like 2 laps. And then all of a sudden, I guess they must have just cleaned it up. If eight drivers is the most we've ever seen knocked out of a Kansas race in the Xfinity Series. But yeah, 2017 and 2018 were some fun years at Kansas. I mean, obviously you had the whenever you mention 2017 at Kansas, I'm sure Cup Series you think of obviously Eric Almirola's big injury, but between those 2 races there was a lot that happened, especially in the playoff race. So yeah, this fall Kansas race never really disappoints. All right, there we go. Josh Berry clears in front of Sheldon Creed here. Not sure what spot that was for. That was for second spot. That was for the second position there. Sheldon Creed gets past. But there's a long gap between those 2 and John Hunter Nemechek. Nemechek trying to separate as far as he can from his future Cup Series competitor here. Because we know that those 2 are going to be in Cup together in not very long time. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, let's see. So everybody kind of thought Nemechek would get that stage 3 win. There wasn't much contest there. All right, here we go. So Sammy Smith talking about how the 2 just kind of came up the track and took him and the 7 and all them out. So yeah, kind of a bummer to see Sammy Smith out the race so early, but Kligerman 21 points above the cut line right now, running 5th. Now, where is Riley Herbst now that he's had the chance to get back on the lead lap? Herbst up to 17th right now. So Riley Herbst could potentially be a factor here coming late into the race, but problem is if Kligerman finishes 5th, I think he's got the win unless a new winner, including if Herbst gets up there and finishes 2nd. I think Herbst would need a win to get there. All right, so here we go. So yeah, again, be checking Twitter for a poll later today about potential later evening Sunday content. I might try and put out something for you guys at least. Don't know if it'll be a video or a live stream, but it'll be something for you guys. All right, here we go. Let's see. All right, let's see. Are you kidding me? John Hunter Nemechek with an issue? So Nemechek thinks he may have a loose wheel. Uh-oh, that could be massive. Okay. If you're John Hunter Nemechek's crew, unless you know for sure something is massively wrong, you lie to the driver here. You lie. You tell him that, or even you don't necessarily even lie necessarily because it could be true, but you tell him that, oh yeah, everything is fine. You do not want him to worry about it. Again, unless you're very aware that something is definitely not right, not your last stop. You'll have another shot to get the lug nuts tight. That way that you don't get penalized post-race for loose lug nuts, because there's still massive fines for leaving 1 or 2 lug nuts loose on a wheel. I think it's like 10 grand a lug nut, so it adds up pretty quickly, but yeah. Here we go. But John Hunter Nemechek, though, he is absolutely just torching the field, though. He's got 70 laps led now for John Hunter Nemechek. He's continuing to dominate this one. All right, here we go. All right, let's see. Yeah, okay, so they just ran the math for us. Sorry, I was listening to the math in the booth. So, Kligerman just needs to finish 7th or better to force Riley Herbst to have to win the race. So, if Kligerman can just run 5th or 6th here, he has the win unless Riley wins the race. So here we go. Let's see what we can go here and do. If you guys have any suggestions for types of content you guys would like to see either tonight or not tonight, but tomorrow night or in the near future, please let me know and I could maybe try and incorporate some of that. Maybe you might even see it in the poll tonight for tomorrow's video. Because, again, video or live stream, very much possible. I probably won't say. I can tell you one thing I will probably put on there, but I'm not sure I'll be overly energetic or enthusiastic if it does get picked, is the Giants-Cowboys Sunday Night Football game. Because it's the only thing I know I'll be home for in terms of live content for sports, but I could probably put together something else, or we could just have a but yeah, there will be a bunch of options. There'll be at least 4. Well, there'll be 4 options on Twitter. I'll probably have a similar poll on YouTube. Actually, now that I think about it, because YouTube I think also limits me to like 4 poll options. But yeah, there's a few different places that you should be checking. I also have a Facebook page. For Ryan Dyer on YouTube over on Facebook. Link is in the description. That might be another place I might put a poll up, and that one I can put more options up. So, yeah. But yeah. Just kind of comes down to what you guys want to see, though. Because again, I like to try and make sure that I'm catering to what you guys want to see. You guys have absolutely loved these live streams, and I've loved doing them, so glad we found kind of one thing at least that very much works. Yeah, throughout the season, we've been here for a lot of NASCAR Cup, Xfinity, and Truck Series races. Yeah, we've had more success than I ever thought would be possible in a single, even just a single NASCAR season. I mean, let me see what the how many views we've gotten since going back to the beginning of the NASCAR season. So let's go with so 55,000 people have tuned in to content just this NASCAR season. We've gained 79 subscribers from the start of the year. I mean, it has been a great time. You guys have tuned in for almost 8,000 hours of content. No, so thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in throughout this NASCAR season. We got a long way to go, but it's just kind of a slow point here in the race as we get ready. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and actually start working on the mid-race, or for the race finish poll here. Lottery 300. Alright, John Hunter Nemechek, Josh Berry, Sheldon Creed, Alright, so there's the, so the poll's about to go up for you guys. Go ahead and eat this one up. So go ahead, let us know who you guys think is going to end up finding victory lane here today. I'm going to go ahead and put a similar poll up on Twitter. Alright. Sheldon Creed. And other comment below, and we will make this an hour-long poll. Even though I'm not sure if we're going to see this race go a whole another hour. It might be a shorter finish, but it's fine. There we go. Alright. And we are back. And they're back from commercial break, and Riley Herbst hits pit road. So Austin Hill, Parker Kligerman rounding out that top 5. It's a pretty good, pretty good showing, honestly, from the Chevy camp as a whole. Because Chevy, they've got the numbers in the Xfinity Series, but they haven't necessarily had the quality finishes aside from Austin Hill and maybe some of the Junior Motorsports cars sometimes. But, I mean, you've got now Sheldon Creed showing up near the end. Potentially, he could get that first win. $39 points right, or 30 points, sorry, is the difference right now between, darn it, what's that about? Did you, vote on the wrong person, I'm guessing? Or did you see something that I haven't seen yet? But yeah, Riley Herbst currently 30 points behind Kligerman after making his pit stop. Of course, we got a lot of pit stops that are about to come because we know all these drivers are going to need at least one stop to make it to the end of the race. So in Kligerman's last 5 finishes, I mean, he is, outside of Darlington, he really has not had a bad finish in the last 2 months. Oh, you voted on the wrong guy? Who'd you vote for, Barry or Creed or Nemechek? Because we got 1 vote each. Yeah. I wish it would let you change your vote. Because otherwise, you're kind of forced to lock in a pick when you go and put in a vote. I wish they would let you change them, but yeah, it's just not the way that YouTube operates, unfortunately. But yeah, Parker Retzloff though up in the top 10. Okay, you voted for Creed. Okay, hey, you know what? Maybe that maybe that misclick, you'll end up predicting the right winner. Because Sheldon Creedy's got a teammate in the front here, and he could potentially pull off the win. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, so it's been a fun, definitely a much more laid back stream compared to most of the normal ones. Got to show off a few of my really cool diecast cars, some of the haulers that I picked up recently. Yeah, but yeah, that Kyle Busch Skittles car though, one of my favorite paint schemes. I just love the big red car. Obviously you got the Kyle and Kyle show though that really kind of was the only bright spot for him in the patriotic Skittles car as opposed to the regular Skittles. Yeah, the regular Skittles car though, we powered him to what, 2 Brickyard 400s in a row. So some pretty good ones there. All right, let's see. Bit of an issue there for Riley Herbst. Or just kind of show. Oh, wait, that was a replay. My bad. I thought they were showing Herbst standing up on pit road there again, but no, that was a replay from earlier when he was on pit road getting damage fixed after contact with the. That damage is starting to come apart though for Riley Herbst. That could be a problem here. Either NASCAR could potentially force them to say, hey, you got to come back down, or the car could just be slow enough to where you got to come back down pit road and you got to get it fixed properly. It's a really tough call here, though. I mean, certainly is not an easy one to guess. All right, so here we go. All right, let's see what we got. So Patrick Donahue, crew chief for the number 48 of Parker Kligerman here. Oh, we got a yellow. We got a yellow. Oh no! What happened? What happened? Car spinning in 4. Car spinning in 4. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's Rajah Caruth. No. Man, I was really hoping to see him have a good day. Riley Herbst trapped 3 laps down. This is Parker's playoff spot to lose. As long as a new winner like Brandon Jones doesn't end up winning the overall race, it should be a pretty easy one here. Oh, okay. That's a bit of a... Yeah, no, I saw that one. Yeah. Rajah Caruth. Oh, he got spun off the front end. I say he got hit. It wasn't... Yeah, he just got tapped there by the 53, I think that was. Was that the 53? It was either Joey Gase or who's in the 53? Is there a 53 out there? It might have been the 35. Oh wait, so it was either Matt Mills or Joey Gase that got into Rajah Caruth here, spinning him out. Not really much he did wrong there. Yeah, he got some good old fashioned help. I just didn't see, was it 53 or 35 that he got spun by? That way I know which driver to be mad at. Okay, it was Matt Mills. Okay, I wasn't sure, so yeah, it was the 53. Okay. All right, so yeah, we got a pretty good race going here, though. This yellow though really hurts guys like Brandon Jones, and because Brandon Jones was a set of tires down, and you had Riley Herbst who had already pit, makes this really easy for for Kligerman. Just play it safe, and you can coast your way to the playoffs here, and potentially go and have a pretty good run, because Bristol's not a bad track for him. Then you got what? Do they race Texas or Talladega as their second race? Let's see. Xfinity schedule. Oh, wait, no, that's standings. Xfinity schedule. They race Texas and not Dega. So they will be racing Bristol, Texas, and Charlotte Road Course are their first 3 races of their playoffs. Could very well be a... that actually lines up pretty well for Kligerman in the playoffs. If Dega was in there and not, say, Charlotte before the cutoff, certainly it could be a very different show in terms of who's going to transfer. Does the 9 car have stickers? I didn't think he had any stickers left. Okay, I guess, alright, I guess, Brandon Jones does have a set of sticker tires here. As the cars come down pit road, and it is Kligerman, Nemechek, Sheldon Creed, actually the first one to hit his pit box. He's got the earliest pit box. They've also got Josh Berry up on the screen. Parker Kligerman started his one. We got 4 tires for Creed. Creed drops it 13.5 for Creed. A little bit of a slower stop there. Kligerman, a 14.7 for Kligerman. He's going to lose a couple spots probably here, but again, just play it safe at this point. You do not want to wreck out of this race. 13.4 for Berry, and drops the jack for Nemechek. Nemechek able to use that first overall the first pit box, ends up holding on to that race lead, but just barely. Oh. Uh-oh, that's not good. So Parker Kligerman just went and bumped the 21 of Herbst not 21 of Herbst, the 21 of Hill coming onto pit road here. Yeah, again, you want to try and avoid mistakes like that one on your way into pit road. I've always been curious, though. What would happen if a driver forces another driver to speed on pit road? So, for example, just using an example, actually, I've got diecast right here. So let's just say I've got car A and car B here. Actually, let me make sure I've got this in frame, because I know I got some stuff on the screen. So, car A and car B. If car B pushes car A to the point of being too fast, but then manages to lift just before the timing zone, could you possibly force somebody else into a pit road speeding violation without speeding yourself, technically, even though obviously you would have to have sped to have pushed them to that point, but because it's speed over time, if you end up doing that, wouldn't it be a possibility there? I mean, I'm curious to see how NASCAR would rule that. Luckily, we've never seen anyone try and abuse a pit stop like that. So worst case scenario for Brandon Jones here would be that we go about 20 more laps, and then we throw another yellow, and then he has no tires, and everybody else around him has 4 fresh tires. Because I think everybody else would have the 4 fresh tires. But yeah, it's just something I've always kind of wondered. We've never seen a driver try and abuse it, because I feel like most of these drivers, they operate in good faith. But I'm just curious if we saw a driver really embody the Chick Hicks style from Cars of do whatever you need to get it. Especially late, like let's say a late race, you're coming to pit road with like say 10 laps to go in a race. Let's just say at like Old Atlanta or Old Auto Club. You go ahead and you're having to pit. It's a 2-lap overtime restart. You push someone too fast entering pit road. Obviously, it's a big risk because you don't know what's going to happen, but if it's someone you're battling for in points and they get a penalty and you don't, you go ahead and you could eliminate them from the playoffs like that on a restart, or at the very least, possibly save yourself the spot if you need them to not win it. Oh, and Ryan Sieg, number 39, he's stopped on the back straightaway here at Kansas. Not sure what's happened here, but he's going to get a push from one of the tow trucks here. So yeah, just some interesting rules that I've never seen applied. Another one that I've kind of asked about a lot and I've never really gotten a great answer on is, what about if you're the race leader and you're coming up to lap cars? Can you go below the double yellow line? Because you're technically not advancing your position because you're going from first to first. If you've got guys battling, now again, you never want to have to be in that situation because most of the tracks like that, the apron isn't exactly the most inviting place to be, but Talladega down the back straightaway, if that's the best spot to go to, if they're 3 wide as you're coming up to lap them, you could go 4 wide on the apron. I mean, theoretically. Just kind of a few different rules that I feel like I've never really heard a great explanation on if they can be stretched, but I'd like to see someone try and stretch them. Here we go. Pace cars off. We're racing once again here at Kansas. Just under 50 laps to go. Just over 50 to go. 55 laps specifically. 55 to go. Let's see. So John Hunter gets out in front. Hill and Barry fighting it out hard for second. And this side-by-side battle has been what's costed them spots here. So, definitely could be definitely some options around. But there we go. Barry able to clear out in front of Austin Hill. There we go. Now Barry can start to kind of control second. He can basically control the rest of the field aside from John Hunter Nemechek. And oh, we got a yellow. What's yellow for? What's the yellow for? Oh, it's Rajah Caruth again. Did he have what was this, a blown tire from the damage from earlier? Because he didn't have much for damage. But Rajah Caruth spins out again. That's a big disappointment there. I was expecting some pretty good things from him, but a second spin here, I mean, it's going to be hard to pick something to do, but yeah. All right, let's see. Was this one anybody else's fault, or was it just... Oh, yeah, he just scraped the fence himself. He got loose. And it just carried the car around. I don't know if... So he tried to get in behind the 53, the guy who wrecked him earlier. And yeah, he just got loose off the top of the track. I don't think he blew a tire or anything. He just kind of slid. Which is a big bummer to see for a driver that looked very promising. Alright, during this caution flag, we are going to go ahead and we are going to talk about some NASCAR. Because we surprisingly haven't actually talked about the NASCAR Cup Series, which qualified earlier today. So let's pull up the qualifying list real quick, and let's see what we got. So Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson. Not really surprised to see some of those dirt guys going up there, showing up right at the top of the list. Racing around Kansas with the next-gen car is a lot like dirt. You're going to have to find whatever line works best for you, and it seems to be a constantly fluctuating spot. Martin Truex Jr. is one of the best mile-and-a-half racers in the series. No shock to see him third. Chase Elliott, I'm a little surprised to see him as high up as 4th. He must have had a really good lap there, but again, he's got teammates that he can learn from potentially. So I wouldn't rule out a very good day for Chase Elliott tomorrow. Then you got Reddick coming home 5th. Again, the 2311 cars I expect to be very good. Then you got Ross. Mike McDowell was a surprise because I thought after the first race didn't go well, I thought that team might just throw in the towel. But no, they qualified back up in the top 10 yet again here. Austin Dillon coming home 8th. 9th for William Byron, and rounding out your top 10 starters, Bubba Wallace in the other 2311 car. Then you got 3 Fords just outside that group. You got Logano, and then both RFK cars, Keselowski and Buescher. Denny Hamlin and Suarez rounding out the top 15, and we are back from commercial break. So that actually gave us plenty of time to talk about that. But, yeah, man, bummer to see both Kyle and Ty Gibbs opt to not qualify, and now we have a very rough start here. Alright, here we go. As I say, Nemechek really starting to seem like the right one here. So Herbst will be the only one a lap down now? I don't know about that. Let me take a look at this. Is he really the only one a lap down here? So, yeah, no, Rajah Caruth is a lap down, so Riley Herbst is definitely not the only one a lap down there. So we got, so yeah, there's still more guys kind of one lap down that might hold up that party for the 98 to try and get back up here. All right, here we go. So the battle for that regular season championship and some extra stage points. That's going to be a big thing here, getting ready for this one. All right, we are 11 subscribers away from 2,300. Let's go. Woo! All right. The 98 is just in a really rough spot. He got stuck. The caution flag was the wrong, ended up happening at the wrong time. And yeah, right now the 98 just wants to try and force the 48 into potentially making a mistake. Because if he wrecks out, the 48 could be, in trouble. But that's pretty much the only way I see Clearman losing it. Maybe there could be some options like other race winners, but it'll be tough. Brandon Jones up to 4th here, so we could see it. Back to back for Brandon Jones winning at Kansas. This has been one of his best tracks. Would not be surprised to see him potentially show up and try and go for the win here. All right, here we go. Alright. You know what? Hey, something I did the other day that I don't think I've done tonight. Actually, I know I haven't done tonight is. Oh, we're going racing. Oh, yeah. I was going to check and see if we were the top channel streaming the race, but we probably are. We'll just assume that we're doing the best. But here we go. The 20th of Nemechek, not necessarily clear yet. He's still having to fight. Barry, nope, there we go. Barry gets in single file line here. It's going to be tough for. It's going to be tough for anybody to beat that outside lane on a restart here. I think someone could try and do it, but it's going to take a lot of effort. And effort's not exactly everybody's strong suit here. Alright, let's go ahead and just, we're going to take a quick seat here. Alright, let's see. Live. So we sort by viewer count, but we got. Oh, we got some. Let's see. Alright, so we got some. I say there are some people that are doing the Xfinity Series race and doing some pretty good stuff here. Well, I say some other people who are just ripping the stream straight off of another place, off of somewhere else to watch it, but just kind of looking through. But yeah, looks like we're probably third. I think we might be second or third in terms of biggest streams covering the race. So yeah, Herb's still 2 laps down. Yep, that happens. All right, 47 laps to go here. Brandon Jones up to second. He has a shot. He's got some speed. This is where his first 2 career wins came, or I don't know if it was his first 2, but he got 2 back-to-back wins. One in 2019, I believe the other one was in 2020 at Kansas. So he may have won another race in there somewhere, but actually, yeah, I think he won Phoenix earlier that year, besting Kyle Busch. But here we go. Nice to know that we're probably, I think, the second most watched stream on YouTube covering the race. So always nice when we can compare up against everybody else and be pretty good. Don't know if we'll do the same kind, if we'll pull the same kind of numbers when we go and do the Jets game on Monday. So yeah, if we get another about 20 laps or so and then a caution, that could be really disastrous for Brandon Jones here, because Brandon Jones needs this race to go green so that his tires stay good with everybody else. All right, here we go. Man. This has been just a really fun stream, though, to just kind of hang out. Man. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh! Uh-oh. Somebody almost just shoved, who was that? Oh, that was Gralla that almost got shoved into the fence. I thought that was Nemechek trying to lap people. Thought it was weird we were lapping people already, but wouldn't surprise me at this point. Alright, here comes Allgaier trying to get himself back in the mix, or at least in terms of as a lap car. So, yeah, about 1.3 seconds back for Brandon Jones over John Hunter Nemechek. It's going to be tough. So here we go. Let's see. There's like 29 points, the difference between Clearman and Herbst. But as long as Clearman's running 5th, it only matters about who wins the race. So let's see. It's going to be a fun one, though. 40 laps to go. 40 more times. Let's go. Let's see. Okay, Clemson ended up winning their game 66-17. Mississippi and Tulane are now tied at 17 apiece. Michigan continuing the shutout against University of Las Vegas. Texas A&M and Miami at halftime. Miami leads 21-17. And the rest of the games are still early. We'll talk about them later if we get a caution. Just wanted to kind of mention the college stuff. We've been keeping an eye on it for you guys. But yeah, thank you guys for spending your Saturdays here with me. This has been amazing. Glad to have you guys kind of all popping in here. Really just kind of helps support what I'm doing, and honestly, the viewership means more than you guys even know at this point. Also, always nice to have people actively talking in chat to talk to while we're doing this. Gives some more talking points and helps me know that you guys are actually appreciating the talking points. Because if you guys don't care about something, I can stop mentioning it. If you guys don't care about college football, I don't have to mention it. It's just the only other sport that I know is going on. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take a quick peek at the MLB. You know what? The only thing I care about when it comes to the MLB is, are the Yankees losing and are the Red Sox winning? Red Sox are winning, Yankees are tied. Yay. We're doing okay. Standings. Are the Yankees still a losing record? Yes, they are. Woohoo. Let's go. But, yeah, it's hard to imagine the fact that we're, that almost every team in our division in the MLB for the Red Sox has a winning record except for the Yankees. And even the Yankees are only 1 point or 1 game short of a winning record too. So, all right, here we go. Let's see. All right, so they're going through the field. We got 35 to go. 35 laps. All right, it's gonna be a run to the finish here. Let's say it's going to be a tough one to see anybody other than Nemechek win this thing. I think anybody who had Nemechek picked, it's absolutely the right pick to have. All right, here we go. Let's see. So, Austin Hill having a actually, he's having a pretty good day. He's running 3rd. Brandon Jones obviously having 2nd. He's running good, but he's just kind of hoping for more here. All right, so here we go. How many playoff points? I want to see how many playoff points does Parker Clearman have? So Parker Clearman has 1 stage point. Okay, in terms of regular season standings, can he get to 10th here to pick up an extra playoff point? Actually, yeah, if he passes Herbst in the points, he gets an extra playoff point. So that would be 2 playoff points that Parker would go into the playoffs holding. He would have 2 playoff spots. So 2 playoff points. for Kligerman if he can manage to hold on to this top, if he can manage to make the playoffs here. Then you got a lot of people who have like 5 or 6 or 7 or so. You got Jeb Burton, 1 stage win, 1 race win. That's 6. Sammy Smith has 6. You know, Josh Berry's got 8. Creed's got 8 of them. Tentatively for Creed, he's got 8 of them because he's got he's currently the 7th seed in terms of that one. But yeah, my guess is that Herbst took the wave around there to get one of his 2 laps back. That would be my best guess as to why Herbst is suddenly only 1 lap down. If he is only 1. Oh, no, I'm still showing him 2 down. Okay. Yeah, so I'm still seeing him 2 laps down, so I don't know. But yeah, we've had a lot of cautions, though, today. 10 cautions. Almost every playoff race from here on, though, is on USA Network, aside from, I believe, the Charlotte Road Course. So, the NASCAR Xfinity Series, this is their second to last NBC race. Weird that their championship races on NBC. I thought NBC would want to absolutely eat up having a full weekend of championship for action. I'm definitely looking forward to having a full weekend of championship 4 action when we get back around to it. Alright, here we go. Yeah, there's just not much going on the track right now. We're just kind of waiting. Let's head back to the college football stuff. Because college football, they've got games actively going on, and we can kind of see some differences going on. So, yeah, the other games, by the way, Tulsa and Washington, that one, they're currently midway through the second quarter. Washington leads 14-3. Tennessee and Austin P is locked at 3 points apiece here. Still early in quarter number 1, and then UNC versus App State are battling it out inside of the. Are battling it out. It's currently 3 points for App State, 0 for UNC, but it's still early. Oklahoma and SMU just kicked off as well. That should be a fun game. Getting ready for Duke and Lafayette to go ahead and kick off as well. We're still about an hour and a half away from LSU and the Gators starting. Well, both LSU's game and the Gators game. 2 separate games. They're not playing each other, fortunately. I don't have to worry about the Battle of the Swamps yet. But, yeah, both being SEC teams, though, it's tough. Alright, here we go. Let's see. We got 25 to go here. $25 to go here. This race is just kind of, it is starting to drag just that little bit. I mean, biggest thing is that Brandon Jones just has no one has anything for John Hunter right now. Alright, let's see. I'm assuming that my picks have officially been busted. I don't know if they've confirmed any of that, but yeah, they are done. So yeah, no, they haven't confirmed them, but yeah, hoping that maybe my football picks tomorrow can work a little bit better. I've got some pretty easy ones here. Got a special for the Saquon going for half a yard. I need Justin Jefferson and Jamar to each catch a touchdown in their respective games. Jordan Addison catching three passes, and then Lamar rushing for having 9 rushes. Should be some pretty easy picks there. For the NFL, of course, NFL starts tomorrow. That'll be fun. Man, 20 laps to go here. Yeah. Yeah, Parker Clearman he's trying to race this thing, but man, it is you just get the finish you're supposed to at this point. As Clearman is just moving them up and moving them down. Yeah, I'm excited for the NFL being back. And unfortunately, again, the owner of my team is he's probably one of the worst at this point. Snyder was really bad, but he's gone, and now we've got I think Drunk Muppet probably is the best way to describe him. I just don't know how else to describe Jimmy Irsay positively. He's you don't pick. You need a running back, yet you don't keep your relationships good with your running back that you got, especially when he's a really good one. Come on. So yeah, I won't be able to watch many Colts games live this year because they all start at 1:00. So I'll probably catch like the second half of most of them, but yeah, they're all gonna be an hour or so in by the time I get home, which is fun times. Let's see, Kligerman. They're showing Kligerman well above the cut line, and again, this is pretty safe, but yeah. Who's your favorite team in the NFL? Just so I kind of know which teams to look for some of your guys' favorites. Yes, that's a good topic of conversation here. Because, yeah, I'm a Colts fan. I know we had a Jaguars fan earlier in the stream. I don't know if they're still kicking around. But yeah, I know Sherry is a Jaguars fan. Here we go. And Parker Kligerman, I called it from the start. I thought he would have the speed. Now, I didn't necessarily expect him to have this kind of speed. Let me see. Do they have the cup? Did they put the cup picks back open yet or no? Let's see. Nope, they got no yeah, they got no pick'ems available here. Let me see. No, they don't have any racing picks. Okay. I know that there are picks available for Cup. I just haven't made mine yet. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to make mine later. We got ourselves 15 laps to go here, and John Hunter Nemechek now has a 5-second lead. Without a yellow, it's going to be very tough for anybody to go ahead and make anything happen here. Joe Graff Jr., though, in the 31 of Parker Retzloff is actually pretty close. Oh! Yeah, pretty close. I thought I just saw a pass, but no. Can Kligerman go and get a top 3? That would be insane to see him go and get a 3rd place finish here. The air, actually. It's actually not too bad today. It had been really hot and disgusting the last couple of days, but don't really need the fan. I went and tried to turn it on, and then I remembered that it's actually not that bad. So we got 10 laps to go here. 10 to go. Or we're coming up on 10 to go. Sorry, 12 to go still. Bills fan from Brazil, never been to the U.S. First game you watched was the Bills Giants Super Bowl. Couldn't believe there was such a fun thing in American football. Yeah, I mean, hey, the Super Bowl is... that first game that you watch always tends to leave a pretty big impact. For me, it was... I'm trying to remember what my first game was, because... I think it was... Actually, my first game wasn't a Colts game, but ultimately the Colts have, with Andrew Luck was just kind of a storyline that I really loved when we finally drafted Luck after losing Peyton Manning. But yeah, and then the Colts have just been renting quarterback after quarterback after quarterback. But yeah, and then... So the Bills, I'm going to be streaming the Bills game on Monday night, so if you are interested in that, I'll be doing live play-by-play of that game over here on YouTube in the same form that I've been doing for this, just maybe a little bit more energized, because it'll be a lot easier to kind of keep up with the, it'll be a lot easier to kind of keep up the energy when I have constant kind of breaks built in. So, let's see. But, yeah. So, Bills-Jets is going to be interesting. That's, as Aaron Rodgers has moved over to the Jets. Really curious to see how DeMar Hamlin looks back in the Bills uniform after literally dying on the field last year, which is still remarkable that he's back and playing less than a year removed from dying on the field. Not very many players get to die on the field and come back to play again, especially the same year or within a year. But yeah, you got that was happened in the Bills-Bengals game late in last year's regular season, led to a very awkward situation for the NFL because they had to try and figure out how they were going to determine the 1 seed, because that 1 seed was up in the air between Bills, Chiefs, and Bengals, depending on who ended up winning that game. And they're running low on fuel here, but we got 7 laps to go. It should be no problem. If John Hunter Nemechek needed to save some fuel, he would have backed it off. He wouldn't have stretched it to a 10-second lead at this point, or a 5-second lead, or whatever he's got. So we got 6 laps to go here. But yeah, no, my first, the first game I'm trying to think of what the first game I watched was. I think the first one that I really remember, um, was, or at least the first Super Bowl I really remember watching, because I watched a few games here and there, but the Super Bowl I remember most vividly was the Marshawn Lynch. You should have run the ball for Seattle against the Patriots. So yeah, yeah. The AFC East is going to be a bloodbath because I mean the Patriots have probably the weakest roster in that division. I mean you got Mac Jones, you got Juju Smith-Schuster. But even then, I'm excited about your guys. I'm excited about their roster. Then you got the juggernauts. You got the Bills and Josh Allen. You got you got Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Jets. And then you've got Tua and the Dolphins. And I have no idea how to pronounce his last name. Tua Tagovailoa, something like that. But yeah, that's 3 laps to go here at Kansas. This one's pretty much a done deal. 24 points to the good for Kligerman over Herbst. Yeah, the Patriots Seahawks Super Bowl. Yeah, that was an instant classic. I mean, Marshawn Lynch all game long had been hurdling line of scrimmage, and all of a sudden they opted not to do it. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, you got a guy who can hurdle line of scrimmage. You need 1 yard to win a Super Bowl. Yeah, no, we're not going to put the guy who can hurdle line of scrimmage in. That would be too easy. All right, there we go. The 21 waving the 48 by here as the 48 takes the spot here. Parker Kligerman to 4th here. And I say Parker Kligerman about to go to the playoffs. Here we go. So here we go. 7.5 seconds ahead for John Hunter Nemechek over former teammate Brandon Jones here. And man, this has been a dominating race. I mean, John Hunter Nemechek, once he got the lead, dominated it. Early on it was dominated by Allgaier. But there we go. Crosses the start finish line. It is John Hunter Nemechek with the win. 7.5 seconds later. Oh, there we go. There's Brandon Jones popping up. 7.5 seconds behind. Then we got Sheldon Creed 3rd. Parker Kligerman 4th place. Makes the playoffs in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Austin Hill comes home 5th. I believe that is going to be good enough for the regular season championship for Austin Hill. So, some good news for both the 21 and the 48 teams. And Toyota wins their 200th NASCAR Xfinity Series race. That is a big milestone to get. And now you've got it before the playoffs, so you don't have that as a looming issue before we go into the playoffs, or as we go into the playoffs here. Josh Berry, Brett Moffitt, Derek Kraus, Joe Graff Jr. getting a top 10 in the Joe Gibbs number 19 car, and then Kaz Growler rounding out your top 10. So, some pretty good runs there. And there we go. There's the burnout for John Hunter Nemechek. Doing it right on pit entry, though. Aren't the other cars coming down to the pits? Or is he just trying to give them a nice smoky entrance for the other cars coming to pit road? So there we go. That's a big burnout there for John Hunter Nemechek here. Let's see. Wow. He kept that smoke going a long way. Is he going to set the car on fire, though? That's what I want to see. He has set the car on fire a few too many times this year. But no, I think he wants to save this car for Vegas. Because when they go to Vegas in the playoffs, I'm assuming they're going to Vegas in the playoffs. Actually, does the Xfinity Series go to Vegas the second time? I know Cup does. Does the Xfinity Series go to Vegas in the playoffs? Yes, they race in Vegas and Homestead. So they got 2 more mile and a half on the schedule. Well, 3 if you count Texas, but Texas I don't even count as a racetrack at this point with how badly they've messed that up. So, yeah, John Hunter need to check out the car. Real quick, I'm going to do as I normally do. I'm going to go and run through the entire finishing order while they talk to John Hunter Nemechek, and then we'll close out the stream. But, yeah, John Hunter Nemechek, as we mentioned, 154 laps led on the day. Absolutely dominated this one. He should be a favorite to make it to Phoenix. I don't know if that makes him the favorite in Phoenix, but it makes him the favorite to get to Phoenix by a long shot, I would assume. Him, and then you've got Brandon Jones coming up 1 spot short of the playoffs, but 7.5 seconds back. He was never really close to the spot. If we got another caution, maybe, although he would have been on old tires, it would not have helped a ton. I don't think Brandon Jones makes a big difference there if he, depending on the caution. Sheldon Creed comes home. Sheldon Creed comes home third. Just another solid day. He heads into the playoffs, hoping for it to still find his first career win. Hoped he could have found that before going into the playoffs. Maybe Bristol. Speaking of Bristol, we got Parker Kligerman. I got to see him at Bristol for the dirt race back in 2022. But Parker Kligerman finishes 4th. He will make the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs for the first time. Then you've got Austin Hill coming home 5th. I believe he's your regular season champion. Then you've got Josh Berry coming home 6th. 7th, Brett Moffitt. 8th, Derek Kraus. 9th, Joe Graf Jr. and 10th, Kaz Growell, as we mentioned. We already went through those. Only 11 cars on the lead lap at the end of this thing. Parker Retzloff, the last driver on the lead lap for Jordan Anderson Racing. And the first car 1 lap down. Also, the other Jordan Anderson Racing car, Jeb Burton, got the win at Talladega earlier this year. Jeb Burton will be a part of that playoff picture. Then you got Josh Williams parking it in 13th place today. Then you've got Connor Mosack, 14th, and Jeremy Clements rounding out your top 15. Mason Massey, 16th in the 08 car. Ryan Ellis coming home 17th. 18th for Justin Allgaier after a really bad wreck. Kind of ended any shot he had a good day. Matt Mills, after spinning out Rajah Caruth, ended up coming home 19th. 20th for Kyle Segan, the 39 car, after stalling his car under one of the cautions that we had late in the race. Dawson Cram in the 07, coming home 21st. CJ McLaughlin, driving that number 28 car, comes home 22nd. Riley Herbst misses out on the playoffs, finishing 23rd. 24th for Joey Gase. 25th, Garrett Smithley. Rounds out your top 25. Leland Honeyman comes home in the 26th position, 3 laps down. Anthony Alfredo, he was involved in the very first caution of the day before we even really got going. Comes home 27th. 28th, Brendan Poole. 29th, Rajah Caruth after being involved in multiple cautions here. And then we've got Ryan Sieg 4 laps down, rounding out your top 30. Nick Lights, I believe is how you pronounce that name, driving the number 38, comes home 31st. Chandler Smith, after an engine issue early in the race, comes back to finish 14 laps down in 32nd. Blaine Perkins in the 02 comes home 33rd. 34th, Daniel Hemrick had an engine issue not long after his teammate had fixed theirs. He never got back out on track. He finishes 80 laps down in 34th. Sammy Smith ends up coming home 35th after DNFing late in the race. Cole Custer comes home 36th. 37th was Sam Mayer, and 38th, the first car out of the race, Kyle Weatherman, finishes 38th and last on the field. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you guys are new. Thank you for the sub. I'll have to try and get the pronunciation of your name because I don't know how to pronounce that. Haroldo, I think is how that would be pronounced. I apologize if I absolutely butchered that, but yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Live stream, whatever you guys had to do with the rest of your day. There will be something content-wise tomorrow. I just don't know what it'll be. Check Twitter, YouTube community page, and my Facebook page. Facebook and Twitter links are in the description. So those are going to be where I'll post a poll for you guys to leave your feedback on what you guys want to see tomorrow evening for content. But until then, I will see you guys later. And I will, next time I know I'll be live for sure will be Monday night for Bills versus Jets. Until next time, though, see you guys later. Bye!